mysteries. I am not Josh the pirate. I am, in fact, Karen, the mother of Bunnies, cunningly taking over Josh's place, which is where I always belonged, really. Let's admit it deep down. Welcome to Corsair's Cove, which we run together. Sometimes, maybe, mostly harmoniously. And welcome to the 7th? We're up to the 7th, right? The 7th day of Candlekeep. The Price of Beauty Part 1. Woo-hoo. Excitement. With me tonight, I have the Chad-like Daria, Surname Redacted, the clandestine Jack O'Brien, the classy Josh the Pirate, and the cogent Rowe.
We requested the words, Jack.
Yes, they did. I gave them a choice. These were their own chosen adjectives. I take no responsibility. And yes, tonight we will be diving into another exciting chapter from the Candlekeep Mysteries, the aforementioned Price of Beauty. The overall arching theme or story of this little 12 Days of Christmas shindig is that for various reasons, possibly related to missing books from the Candlekeep library, the characters just keep getting teleported into random situations and random locations. So they need to find these errant books and get them back. But, you know, people just keep disappearing and reappearing. It's like we have a different team of players every night and we just have to make it work. Exciting times. But before we dive into tonight's story, I would like these lovely people to introduce themselves. And I am just going to start from the top left because I'm the DM now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Assert your dominance. Step on me. I don't know.
Jack, tell us about a lovely audience.
That's against TOS.
DM me, Daddy.
Okay, that escalated real quick.
No. That's
it. You had to make it sexual in the first.
That's called me
minutes.
being a dickhead for the amusement of Karen. Okay, I accept no responsibility. Hello, everyone. My name is Jack O'Brien. I'm a professional game master for Dungeon Master for Hire. You can find me at www.dungeonmasterforhire.com.au and on my Twitch as Jack Squarepeg. We're doing a little, I was going to say seance. That is definitely not the right word. What's the word for remembrance? But like...
Memorial?
Like, sort of. Like, I can't think of the word. A vigil, I suppose. I don't know.
Vigil.
For Kevin Conroy, the wonderful Batman actor who unfortunately passed away very recently. So we're playing Arkham Asylum over there. It's good times, and I'd love to see you there. So hopefully see you there. And more importantly, I'm surrounded by lovely people. So that's good.
Yeah.
Daria, lay it on us.
I'm Daria. I am an artist. I also play D&D, and I'm a goofball. You can find my art sometimes here, sometimes on Twitter, and you can find me most of the days of the week apparently here, and also on Eldritch Scribe Twitch channel on
basically
Monday.
like kidnapped you at this point.
I basically live here.
Yeah.
Like when Karen and Josh go to sleep at night, you hear a little like something scratching in the
that's
walls.
What
that's
that
me.
is.
We've been wondering what it was.
Yeah,
I thought
you
it was rats.
think your cereal just got lost? No, that I ate it.
Yeah.
This
Set up a
answers
camera
so
and
many
she
questions.
climbs out of the cupboard in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Every
Yep.
night.
That's,
Yep.
yeah.
Is this
Daria's
why
got that great
occasionally-
figure for a reason. It's practical.
Yeah, scurrying
Is
around.
this why I occasionally wake up and think I see a figure in the corner of the room? But then
For legal
it's gone.
reasons, that is not me.
I don't recall.
I have no
can never-
recollection of
No,
that.
no. And last but certainly not least, Josh.
Oh, fine.
Wow, okay.
Oh, shoot!
That was...
Sorry, fried my
Passive
brains.
aggressive.
I'm
Sending you a
sorry.
message, Rowe.
Josh, shut up. Rowe, you're
And
more
fuck you,
important.
Rowe, I
You
guess.
get to go first.
Do I go now?
Yeah,
yes,
please.
go
Tell-
Russell, please.
please, before I'm abused further, tell us about
Um,
Charlie with the large ears.
So I'm Rowe. I'm a Perth-based theatre maker and educator. You can find me over on Instagram at Cradventurers. There are photos of my many travelling adventures, as well as photos of my dog with the large ears, Charlie. He's great. You should come and check him out. And if you want to see more of my face and you happen to be in Perth and preferably have children or, you know, just like kids shows, I'm in a Fringe World show next year, The Little Good Wolf. is the
Oh,
next
I've seen.
project.
Is that the same one that you did a while back?
Yeah, they
You
asked
look-
me to come back
yeah.
this year.
Yeah,
So
you
big
were
ears
great at
again
that.
for Rowe.
Yep.
And
And
Madame
now
and
we
Monsieur.
can do last and not least, Josh.
Josh tried
Dame
to
under
take back
Heron
over.
and beings of indeterminate gender and persuasion. I'm Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsair's Cove, quietly supporting my lovely lady wife, the mother of bunnies, as she DMs amazingly. Brace yourselves, it's going to be great. You can also find me tomorrow night running Humblewood, where I do DM it. That's the only thing I've got left now, though. The rest of it's been stolen away from me. It'll be Daria's turn next. I'm ready for that. I'm girding my loins. I'm actually not going to be in many of those because I don't like. I like my
Now your
sanity.
loins.
Nice.
And
Don't
if
make
you
me
like-
think about your loins. That's bad. I'm eating.
That's
No, it's like
your choice.
his dinner. Loins
Yeah,
of
yeah.
lamb. Like he's
Yeah.
got it ready and vacuum packed. It's all good.
Girding them to make sure no one steals my dinner.
All right, moving
Yeah,
swiftly
too late.
along
And if you
from
enjoy
Josh
my
and
majestic
Wow,
I.
voice,
I mean,
but you
it's
think I can
super
start to
vibe
tone the
today.
face down a
Got
little
it
bit, and
with
maybe
the
the
Swedish
loins
accent.
as well, you can check me out in the podcast There Be Dragons, where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Scanfelspar und his little dragon, Crush.
Excellent. And I am, of course, Karen, the mother of bunnies. I'm a performer and a writer. You can follow me on Twitter at Mother of Bunnies, where I retweet bunny pictures and occasionally rant about things. Or you can follow my Bella Scold Ego, Miss Lola Moore, over on Instagram. Or you can also listen to me in the D&D podcast, There Be Dragons, because Josh and I do occasionally do things not together. But before we do that, I need to remind our cheeky, confident, and possibly even casually dressed audience to like, follow, and subscribe to all the socials. Yeah, I can do the thing too. We have the Book of Face, the Twitter. We have a Discord. Got Instagram. We got YouTube. We actually just put up a new type of video. Normally our YouTube is just streams, but Josh spent a number of hours yesterday filming a little puppet / D&D crossover video for you
Puppet
to enjoy.
class build.
Yeah,
It was cool.
nice class build. So yeah, you can head on over and check that out, or come over to our Discord and send us pictures of your pets, because we love those. They bring us joy. Alrighty. I would also like to shout out our wonderful affiliate, Dungeonfog. They're Australian-based crafters of fine hardwood tabletop accessories. You can see Josh modeling the dice keeper over there. It's got a lovely leather backed rolling tray on one side, and plenty of room for either 4 sets of dice or 3 sets of dice and a mini. Or in our case, is kind of like 4.5 sets of dice, because we just keep cramming singles in there. But before we leap back into the story, I would like everyone to give us a quick little recap of their characters for this adventure. So we shall go in reverse order. So we shall start with Josh this time.
Hello, I am Dolph the Red. Dolph is, very recently has become a 4th level warlock and a 1 level barbarian, because you don't need many levels of barbarian to be a pretty good one. Dolph is a very good friend of a certain particular, what was the Red Tyrant, I believe he is called in some circles. Other people call him other things, but I just call him Nicholas. And he is my patron. And you can, Dolph is very fond of children, and presents, and, yeah, the opportunity to use his strength to the betterment of others. He likes lighting things up, he enjoys small animals, and, he has a packed weapon that looks like a giant candy cane.
Excellent. Right.
I should also mention he's a reindeer. That's probably
That is
relevant.
important. That is
Bear
important.
at the lead, yeah.
That one detail.
Oh yeah, I'm
And
a deer.
suddenly it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Just a large man hanging around.
Large Swedish man, very
It's
hairy.
deer for adventure and other opportunities.
Wonderful. Rowe, who are you today?
I'm here as Ravira, and she is a lovely druidess. Now with bells, because
With
I got
bells
bells
on.
last episode. Yeah, I think you're gonna love them, Dolph.
Dolph is wearing something similar.
Yes, yes. So yeah, Ravira is a fairly standardly sized human-esque looking person. She has some great thick hair that goes all the way down her back, and I'm super jealous. In a lovely plait with some little pokey pointed ears coming out the side. And as she looks towards you, you sometimes think you see silver eyes, but sometimes they look like a lovely hazel. And she carries a huge, looks like a stick, could be a quarterstaff, on her back, and is a little bit unsure of the world.
Oh, sweetheart. And Daria, who is Damien?
Oh, well, Damien is a wizard. He's a tiefling. He wears a smart suit. Well, now it's not looking very smart anymore. But he is a CEO, and he has a bunch of cards with him everywhere. Currently, let's think of all the stuff that happened. So he's in a dark suit. Over it, he has a T-shirt that says, I went to the Feywild and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. There are bits of like green goop kind of stuck to some parts of the T-shirt. Other than that, he's mostly clean. And now he is also holding a baby.
A baby what?
A baby?
We'll come back to it
We'll get
when
back
we
to
start.
that.
Hopefully. Don't
Can
worry
I-
about
We're
it.
gonna touch base
I'm
on the
intrigued.
baby.
Can
Interesting.
I just clarify? He is a CEO, not a CNEO. Is he a chief not evil officer?
Well, ask in character, why don't you? Because I have all the cards and no one fucking asks. So
At this point, no one asked. No one asked.
My business.
Wonderful. And Jack. Who is
Hi.
Tully?
Tully is a Vulpin. So basically a sort of tan fox. I'm not sure what the standard size is, but maybe a little bit under. Josh, actually, this would be a Josh question. What's the standard
About
size?
4.5, 5 feet. They're about human size.
Okay. So I'd say about 4.5 feet then. Walking on 2 legs, she would be wearing a sort of nondescript kind of. She would look like a policeman trying to like blend in at a punk concert at the moment. That like the best kind of casual gear she has is still very much like based on her posture and the fact that none of her clothing is brands. It's all white t-shirt, jeans, boots with steel caps and a black ball cap. So it's all very strict blacks and whites. With eyes that see everything. Incidentally, with a level 5 upgrade and certain feat choices, Karen, it is worth noting that her passive investigation is 20, so I see everything.
she's a rabbit, raccoon. What is
She's
she?
a
Vulpin,
Vulpin,
fox.
which is a fox.
Vulpin. Yeah, fox. Mhm.
And a big bushy tail that is very. It's probably her best feature, I would say.
Does she look after it?
She does. She does maintain, make sure her femininity is taken care of. She just makes sure it doesn't get in the way of her job as well.
I'm
But
so
I would say
excited
it's
about this tail. Love a fluffy tail.
Lucky
Alrighty.
Brendan's not here.
Ravira's gonna touch it.
I was just about to say. Bullet dodged.
As I gear up and soar gracefully into the introduction of today's story, could everyone please roll me a dexterity check?
Yeah.
My love, I do have a couple of things I would like to mention before we begin. Firstly, we have a giveaway in chat today.
Oh yes, we do.
It is still going from last night, so don't worry, Jack. You are entered. You didn't miss out, but you were the only person entered. So I didn't want it to be too easy for you.
I think it's done.
So I let it plan over.
Can I enter even though I already won one?
It doesn't
I
seem
just
like
wanna
there's a
be
lot of point.
involved.
Bullshit.
All right, well, we will roll it again if you win it again. So yeah, you can enter if you like, Ravira.
I'll enter it.
Yeah, sure.
Exclamation mark ticket in chat if you also would like to win.
Just so Jack doesn't have all
Just
the
so Jack
all the
doesn't get
stats.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say if I win, Jack can win, but you can just re-roll it. That seems
Okay,
more
no,
fair.
that's all right. You can give yours to Jack if you win. I'll allow
Yeah,
that.
because he
He
imagines
knows
knows
he
how
did
to
two nights in a
tantrum.
row. He should have two entries there.
Yeah. And what else was I going to say? Yes, that is in order. That is in order to win the exclamation mark ticket in chat. Puts you in the running to win a copy of the Curious Compendium of Slavic Myth, which we are giving out. These were kindly gifted to us by Sir Terrace, in support of the Ukrainian appeal of the British Red Cross. And I will just mention Ukraine as well because shit's getting fucky over there. In fact, it's gotten fucky. It's well past fucky at this point. And we have a couple of links in chat for anybody who cares to donate. We have the Emergency Action Appeal, which is an Australian charity group raising money to help Ukrainian refugees, and the British Red Cross Appeal is the one through the Compendium of Slavic Myth. Either of those are great. If you have any digital pennies, we appreciate you sending them there. Inflatable Cat, thank you very much. You have bought a ticket. You are in the running to win. Now there are 5 people. So it's still pretty good odds. Don't worry. All right, Karen, please. Thank you.
Since a bunch of you.
Oh,
All
sorry.
right,
I was going to roll something and then I forgot. What did you say to roll?
You all need to
Oh, yeah.
roll me a dex check, please.
A dex check or a dex
Check or
save?
save.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. A dex save.
Oh, I already rolled.
That's
so
fine.
That would be
it doesn't.
a 21 then if it was a save.
21.
I got a 1 and my modifier is -1.
Excellent.
Nice.
So I
Okay,
got a
negative
Big
1.
0.
Dolph beat that by a 7. Dolph's
Wow.
modifier is a +2, and I rolled a 5. So yeah, I rolled very low.
That's very Daria, what
rolled-
did you get?
I rolled 18, which is good for the baby in my arms.
That is
Yes.
excellent.
Oh my goodness, yes, far out.
Imagine
the
that
baby
baby.
within 5 minutes of a stream. Oh, no, the baby is okay.
Yep.
We're going to have to find something to do though. Anyway,
It's the Mandalorian thing.
Yeah.
we return once more to the mysterious realms of the Candlekeep. You find yourself surrounded by a mysterious green glow. But once mysterious, it is now becoming unnervingly familiar as it swirls around you and you hear a strange humming in your ears. And then the green retreats and you find yourself falling to the floor. Now, the very nimble Tali and the sure-footed Damien land elegantly in a manner of your choosing, whereas Ravira and Dolph, you're going to stack it. How would you like to stack it?
Oh dear. Is it the forest? Is it temperate? Is there snow?
Oh, you're not in a forest yet. You are
Oh, I
inside the
apologise.
Candlekeep.
Oh,
I
we're
will
in the
specify
Candlekeep.
exactly where in a moment. You are inside
In which
a room.
case, it was snowy at the Candlekeep. So, are we indoors or outdoors?
You are indoors in a room.
All right. Okay. Dolph appears in the fireplace,
Of course
in
yes.
a large cauldron, which is just being warmed up to cook stew in. It is not boiling, but it is warm. And Dolph appears in it, but it's not Dolph that appears. It is, in fact, a large blonde man in a green knitted sweater. He is apparently dressed fully in sort of Christmas attire. He has green and red cable knit sweater, a thick blonde beard, and long golden locks. His voice is unmistakably Dolph's, however, as Dolph appears in this pot and goes, "Oh, hello! Oh, I like this." He slips as he appears, and sort of loses his balance and comes up drenched. However, he does not look drenched.
Dolph, did you change something? Did you get a new hairstyle?
Oh, you noticed? Thank you. My last stop, I was in a place where not very many talking reindeer men, so I thought I wanted to blend in. The gentleman whose visage I took was very upset, but the rest of them seemed to like it.
You're Ravira, how do you crash into this room?
I assume it's being Candlekeep. There's some bookshelves around.
There are some bookshelves around, yes.
All right. So Ravira is going to be. She's like, as she appears, she was like in the middle of a like prancing pirouette. So she's like in a very graceful pirouette, but she pirouettes on the top of the bookshelf. So she like kind of appears at the top of it. I'm assuming there's room above it.
There is now.
There is now. So she pirouettes on the bookshelf, and then as she realizes that the green has happened, she goes to like land her pirouette, but lands her foot on thin air. So proceeds to dive from the bookshelf towards the ground. And when she hits the ground, there's a ding from all these bells that she has now wrapped around herself.
Excellent.
Because she wouldn't want to lose them for anyone.
Ravira, as you look up from the floor, still jingling slightly, you see the man that apparently is Dolph the Red, Tali, and Damien inexplicably holding a baby. But beyond them, you see the rather upset and startled face of Candlekeep's head cook. Another, oh gosh, I'm totally blanking on, what are we called? The Avowed? That's it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We got a key component of the story already. It's going great. A rather startled-looking one of your fellow Avowed, and the first reader. All of them looking rather shocked at your sudden entrance.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Ravira's going to scramble into a corner.
Dolph climbs out of the cooking pot, which is about the size of a hot tub. And he is dripping wet. But again, his appearance does not reflect this. So there's water dripping off him, and he actually sort of shakes himself in the manner of a two-legged dog, and hair, just water just flies off. But all the while, he looks like a completely dry human Swede, as opposed to a non-human Swede. A Swede. He looks like a completely dry Swede.
Yes, a Swede, because those exist.
Yeah.
All right, the first reader.
It's a perfectly serviceable thing to make jackets out of.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I just implied that Swedish people do not exist, and then
I was
I
making
know.
a stupid joke
Did you
about
just
leather.
cancel the Swedes? Typical
yes,
Russian.
I did.
I
This
thought
is
you were
very
talking
sway.
about root vegetables.
Josh, Phoenix Iwaki has just
Oh.
kindly gifted you an inspiration,
Ah,
presumably
Thanks.
for your outstanding stew-based entrance.
Thank you.
The first reader manages to snap himself out of his surprise. This one says, this is a conveniently timed reappearance. Perhaps we might vacate the kitchen, however. And he kind of gestures that you should make your way out into the next room.
I am so sorry.
That's all right. We'll just leave our cook to deal with this. Apologies.
It's the help's problem. It's all right.
can I have some stew?
I think we should talk first, and then hopefully we can address that issue.
You might want to wait a minute, though it doesn't look like it. I am very furry.
The
Right.
cook is kind of clutching a wooden spoon and looking like she wants to kill you.
Dolph, to clarify things for Ravira, Dolph drops the disguised self he's got up. And Dolph grows a foot taller, grows reindeer antlers, and, well, he's a reindeer. He is a humanoid reindeer. He is a servant man, yes, he has to turn sideways to walk through doors. He is so broad in the shoulder, massive across the chest. Unfortunately, when he turns sideways, he has to keep his head pointing forwards and walk through like an Egyptian, because his antlers are backwards. Reindeer have very forwards and backwards antler spreads, not side to side. So, it's extremely awkward for him being indoors generally. However, he does appear to really like it.
Tali's going to instinctually go for her weapon, seeing this sudden transformation. Not draw it, but kind of like instinctually, like kind of put her hand on her nightstick and just make sure that it's not a threat. And
My
then just
apologies. Apologies.
Are you friends with Hjort?
I am. He is my brother.
Ah,
Brother from another mother.
I was about to say, is that canon now?
No, very much not. In fact,
Well,
Dolph is
Ravira's
closer
going,
to
are
be...
all of them related now?
I'm gonna
Dolph
let
is
them,
much closer
I'm
to
gonna
being
let
related to
them catch
Bitson.
up, and I'm gonna follow the professional because they're clearly reminiscing, and Tali doesn't know these people, so she's gonna go, okay, and just keep moving.
Can I
Right.
try and sneak a taste of the stew on the way out?
Dolph would squeeze... If you were looking to, Dolph would just sort of wring some out of his arm fur.
Oh! No, oh!
I mean, it would probably taste like venison on top of beef or whatever they've
Oh,
prepared.
I mean,
No, it would taste like wet fur.
It would taste like
I'm
wet
like,
fur.
it'll taste like wet dog.
maybe...
What happened to Yes and, guys? Anyway.
But just
was not in it long enough.
enough.
He didn't have time to let his flavors marinate.
No, I got it. I'm just joking.
All right, you follow the first reader out into.
Damien will be the last one to leave because the cook is already tired, so I'm gonna make it even worse for them. I'm gonna ask, do you have any baby formula here?
I'm sorry, what?
Baby formula?
I can't say it's something I normally carry. I can see if I've got some goat's milk.
Sure. Well,
I'm gonna shout over my shoulder, like, to Damien, because presumably I can at least sort of hear the conversations. Like, follow me. I've always got some in my bag.
oh, never mind. Then you're a dear, and I will pat the cheek of the cook and leave.
No, I'm a deer. Why do you have a baby, Damien?
Yes, I was about to ask the same question, Damien. You were meant to be
Oh,
finding
so-
books, not infants.
Listen, it's all the rage nowadays to have a pocket baby. No, I'm joking. I was somewhere else, and I was helping deliver a baby mostly for PR purposes. And I was posing with the baby with my winning smile for the photo, but then I got blamphed, and I guess I have a child now. I call it equity.
I'm gonna get out my little kind of shoulder bag, and it basically has like everything kind of neatly organized in here, including like a medical kit, snacks for the kids, and they're all labeled, and there's like formula for the youngest one that I will give
Ooh.
out.
Bless.
Thank you. Now, which end do I stick it in? In the ear, perhaps?
Maybe give it to me.
Okay. But I'll need the baby back. It's good for my PR.
What about their mother?
I was
Yes,
going
I'm
to
just-
ask,
father.
I
who's
was
is
going
it?
to ask that myself.
Whose baby
It's-
is it? You need to return it, or is it an orphan?
It's okay. I when I was bumping out, I did have a second to leave my calling card, so we'll be in touch.
Okay.
Is it a human baby I'm holding?
No, it's a little goblin.
Aww.
Excellent.
It reminds me of a Terran then, it's okay.
Wonderful. The baby goblin latches onto the bottle and
Okay.
chugs
Okay.
that shit.
Yeah. And I imagine Tully's very well practiced, so she will soothe and
Aw.
she will act like nothing, like she's this is standard. So she'll just kind of look and be ready for work as well.
Well, I will brief you as briefly as I can. We've had sort of an unusual situation brought to my attention by Loris here. It may be related to the larger issue with the teleportation and the missing books, but since you four have appeared such opportune timing, you shall be the ones who shall investigate further. So you remember your colleague, Falthrax, the dwarf?
Of course.
Yes, well,
How
you may
easy.
have, you may or may not have noticed he's been very depressed of late. He's been quite down, very sad, and Loris has been quite concerned about his mental well-being, and
He'd been reading a particular volume of a book the last week and seemed to have really helped him feel better and more comforted by his point in life. But he appears to have vanished, as has the book in question. So while this may just be a continuation of the disappearances and missing books we have been dealing with thus far, it may be a separate issue. It is at this stage unclear. So if you could investigate his disappearance and see if you can locate this book.
It's a cat basket.
That's next level props, Jack.
That's amazing.
That is adorable.
I'm method.
Very good.
This is his
DM.
basket in general. He loves it.
DM, I have so many channel points. Can I gift Jack inspiration because that's very good?
Yeah, you absolutely can give Jack inspiration.
Like normally we
Nice.
don't allow players to gift other players, but I think in this instance,
No, nailed it.
Deserved.
Yeah.
Also, while our boss is telling us, Damien is writing something in notes in his book, and then he like rips out the page and gives it to the first reader, and says, "Here you go.
What is this exactly?
This is my official request to make Equity here join the Avowed, since they're gonna be like in on the journey."
Right.
Is that safe to take Equity with us? Shouldn't we?
given my last experience, no, it's not at all.
I know I would feel more comfortable if we perhaps kept the baby here.
We should leave her
She's
at.
such a sweetie pie.
Yeah, why would we? Adventure builds character.
Yes, but this is a baby we're talking about, Damien. It's very delicate.
Okay.
If it can be kept safe here, then that is fine. Of course.
There is a crash.
Under
Yes,
these
but-
circumstances, it would be fairly safe with me.
Yes, well, we'll put it in the creche, and as soon as we have a word of where its parents are, we will return it.
Do I
is he
trust
asleep?
this guy?
Yeah, if the baby goblin has finished the bottle, I think it is zonked out. The way I am after a good feed.
Nice. Do I trust this guy?
The first reader, I hope so.
Yeah.
It's all about whether or not Damien trusts him. He is completely
roll
trustworthy.
insight?
Damien isn't, but
Absolutely, you can roll inside on the first reader.
I'll
Go
roll
right ahead.
insight. I had this baby for 5 minutes. Can I trust him with it? I don't think so. It's a 5.
Oh yeah, totally.
Tali will see that he seems concerned, and again, Damien goes up a little bit in Tali's estimation, and she approves. And
Aw, we're gonna be best buds by the end.
yeah, and she goes, if it helps, I would be honored to ensure this little fellow is safe and sleeping. Yes.
yes, yeah, at the Candlekeep.
Yes, that is the plan.
Good, good. I would support this idea.
But not to move her along, but did you have any questions about your new assignment?
Where
What's
did
the
he
book?
happen? Where did it go? Where was he
Well-
when it happened?
Well, this is what is unclear. We have thoroughly searched the wing of the library in which the book is usually kept, but no trace of it or Falthrax have been found. I would recommend that if you start by searching his room.
Do you
What
know
Give
who
was-
us
saw
a name
him
for this
last?
book.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, what was that, Ravira?
Do you know who saw him last?
Oh, he was another one of the Avowed in the wing in question. Loris was the one who noticed that he was missing, however.
And what is the name of the book we are looking
Oh,
for?
yes, of course. The book is called The Price of Beauty. It's quite a handsome green book. It's got lovely gold detailing and a mirror on the cover. It's very fetching. It's I suppose you could describe it as it's essentially a tome to Surname. So it's about how to love yourself, I suppose.
Self-help.
You could say that.
We could all use it.
Very popular where I am from. Okay. Well then, we should go to Farthax's bedroom. A phrase I did not
first
expect to
we,
say again so soon.
Which we leave the baby with the guy, yeah, because he will take care of it.
You're welcome to leave the child here, and I'll arrange for someone to take it down to the crate.
Do we have a name, Damien?
Of course, Equity.
Equity.
Right.
Equity.
She's gonna get a teddy bear that looks quite old, and just kind of slot it in between the sleeping goblin's little arms, and go. I will be right back, and she will quickly, but also dragging her feet a little bit, make sure she spends as much time as she can. Maybe smell the head a couple of times as she drops the kid off to where he's meant to be.
Oh, before you leave with the baby, Damien will, next to the teddy bear, put the little calling card and just whisper to Equity, like, if you're unhappy with their services, contact me. I'll sue them.
That will be his lullaby, I'm sure. We will sue them. We will sue.
Sue the bastards, sue the bastards.
I said soothe.
Soothe, no.
Soother bastards. Yeah.
Right,
Anyway.
with Equity safely
She goes and
delivered.
does that. Yes.
With Equity safely delivered to the Candlekeep creche. Which I will refrain from describing in detail because I have a feeling it would set off a whole other tangent.
Could we
You
say that
make your
Equity
way-
has been invested in the Candlekeep crash?
You could say that.
What is crash, by the way? I don't know.
Place
this
where you
word.
keep children.
Can you spell it for me?
Childcare.
Kindergarten.
CRECHE.
Oh, interesting.
Creche. Yeah.
I think
Think it-
I thought nursery is the word.
Yeah.
Oh, nursery is another
Same
word
thing.
for it, yeah.
It is another one.
Nursery
I think
probably
creche is
our
French.
favorite. Creche?
Ah,
Creche is usually a place where you put kids when you're doing something.
Yeah.
At a gym, they have
Like a crib?
creche.
No, it's in like a room or an organization is who look
like
after
when
it.
you go to the gym and the gym has a creche, so
Yes.
your
You
kids
just-
can go and play.
leave the kid
oh, I
there.
see. I see.
Childcare.
The nuances of childcare. Can you tell none of us have children?
I used to work in childcare, so I know.
My mother used to run a creche. Yeah.
Excellent. And you wind your way through the familiar corridors of Candlekeep until you find yourself outside a door. And written on the door is Falstaff's name.
The whole walk there.
Falthrax's name, sorry.
Oh, sorry. The whole walk there, Ravira is like staring at Dolph's bells and then looking at her own bells.
Oh, it's envy.
Those are very fetching.
Thanks. I like yours too.
They remind me. I wonder, where did you get them?
Well, they're shorts. He was, well, it wasn't a very nice time actually. But I well, there was I
He gave them to you?
well, kind of. There was a book and a skull, and then I just wanted to grab them, and I don't really know why. But then he let me take them when I grabbed them, and then I disappeared.
Oh, I see. Then they were a gift.
You think so?
I think so. I was there. I believe I arrived shortly after you disappeared. He did not seem he did not seem incommoded by it. So, I would assume they were a gift.
Oh, lovely.
They are very fetching on you.
Thanks.
And here we are.
Right. Here you are. There is a door before you. Falthrax Lodere is carved into the nameplate. What would you like to do?
But is the
have
door
I
locked?
Returned?
Well, you can try and open it.
Have I returned? I really want to make sure we don't get
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
Tally has returned.
Okay.
Tally
It-
is debabied and has
Yes.
met the
Yes.
group. Has come via a
Debabied.
different
Yeah,
route.
incidentally, Damien would probably be able to tell that since, like, he last saw her, because we didn't talk about where we come from and all that stuff. She actually looks like wherever she went, she had a decent night's sleep. So she actually looks a bit more refreshed than she was last time. Though she does miss Holly and her coffee. And she will give a glance over, and I'm happy to make a check, but her passive investigation is 20, just to look for any security of any kind, or like traps and the like.
As far as you can tell, this is a regular ass door.
Okay.
It is an ass door.
I'm going to knock.
Polite.
All right.
You may do so. Nothing happens.
Oh, I woke up,
Oh.
okay.
I guess no one's home. And then Ravira goes to like walk away.
Dolph would cast Mage Hand, slip it under the door, and open the door from the inside.
Oh,
The door opens.
As the door opens, Damien says to Ravira and say, well, the reason is that no one is home is the reason why we are here. He disappeared, remember?
oh.
That's the guy's room.
Let's hope there's a plot twist and he's just been napping this whole time as the door opens.
Oh, found him, holding the book. There we go.
Yes, the
seems
dwarf sitting
polite.
on the bed, thumbing through a green
Yeah.
volume.
It was
End scene.
There
real
is.
high.
It does seem polite to knock.
There is a
Usually
dwarf
not.
sitting
That
on
was
the
very
bed.
polite.
No,
you,
always make sure you know. That's good police.
It is good.
And after Damien addressed Ravira, she'll be, oh, and who are you? I don't think
Oh,
we've
well.
met.
How nice of you to
Oh, no,
ask.
don't get them started. I'm gonna walk into the room. She says it with love, but she's like, I'm gonna actually do my
Yeah.
work while he's talking.
I would have liked to know who you are. Oh, too.
Oh, this is Tali. She's always like this, very business oriented. But speaking of business, and Damien gets out another card and says, Damien Cramp Esquire, here's my card for my GMC Corp.
Ravira is gonna like bite it.
Okay, that is something you can do. You can also like read and maybe
You
like
hear in the background.
ask about it. No.
Yeah, Dolph and Tali look at each other like, I told him we already got one.
What? Why do you have a? What? Why?
It's my corporation. I'm a CEO.
What's a CEO?
Credible, elegant, opulent.
Oh, lovely.
You walk into the room.
I sure do. Yep.
You can tell that Falthrax is a very neat person. The bed is made, it's all tucked in nice and tightly. All of his clothes are hanging up neatly in a little alcove on one side. His various toiletries are laid out on a little dressing table. Everything's kind of lined up nice and neatly. The exception is his desk around to your left, which looks like a big gust of wind has just blasted into it and sent papers, quills everywhere. And an ink pot has fallen over and the ink has run over the side of the desk and onto
I
the floor.
think because we didn't get a chance last time we played to for Talia to do proper detective work, she's more in her element now, so she's going to get out a little neat box of toothpicks, or she just does when she's trying to focus, and it kind of rolls around her very sharp fangs as she's looking around at the desk and sees what she can glean from this, whether it was always like this or whether something happened.
Excellent. Now I am going to make you roll an investigation.
That's fine. It's a plus 10. Hit me.
It is a plus 10, so go for it.
Wow.
I have a feeling it'll be okay.
Only a 14, but
Only a 14.
No.
If you look... Sorry, Dolph?
Well, as because Dolph went in with Tali, and I said it, but we were all sort of talking over. We do see a dwarf sitting on the bed reading a green book with a mirrored cover.
I was joking.
No, we do, because Dolph casts Minor Illusion.
Why? Also, Jack, you do have inspiration if you want to look even harder.
Well, that... I don't know. Sure, fuck it. Why not?
But Dolph doesn't keep the illusion up. He just says, "Oh, there he is. Oh, no, my mistake," and it disappears. I'm sorry.
I imagine with a 20 investigation, she's like, yep, illusion. Just keeps moving.
Yeah. Oh, fuckery. Yeah.
18.
Lovely. Alrighty. The desk is in something of a disarray, but by picking up a few papers and looking at them, you start to get a sense of the various things that Falthrax uses his desk for. There are clearly notes about his work, about books he's reading and researching. But you also find what appear to be entries from a journal that Falthrax appears to keep. And they're a bit of a sad read. Falthrax clearly was a bit of an unhappy guy of late. As you read through these notes, he was really depressed. He felt like he was getting older and he hadn't really achieved anything with his life. He was questioning his choices, whether he made the right decision to, dedicate his life to the Candlekeep, or whether he should have gone out and done other things. And, maybe if he had his time again, he would do things differently.
What have you found, Tali?
Well, I was going to call you over, actually. I don't know if we've met before, but she, because you're in here and not getting subjected to Damien, she'll go. Dove, was it?
Yes. Pleasure seeing another humble folk.
Oh, that's what I thought. I did not realize you were servant. I've seen so many different folks. How long has it been since you've been home?
A long time. Since I was very young. But I still remember.
Well, we'd be happy to have you back whenever you feel like visiting. I
come back every year.
Oh, good. Oh, I get it. Good. My children love your volunteering efforts.
Tali, this is about all you're going to glean from the desk itself, but a number of books and papers have also scattered themselves on the floor if you want to investigate those as well.
Okay, well, I was going to basically say, what's your take on this? And I will indicate the journal, but I'll also indicate the room in general to see if Dolph has a different perspective. But I will do that as well, but I'm just bringing Dolph in on it.
That's very kind. Dolph has a +1 to invest.
Ooh.
A massive 4. This Dolph was standing there politely looking around. Gotcha. Dolph would actually could I roll a survival check, which I'm actually significantly worse at, to try and determine if there has been an abduction.
An abduction? Okay, sure.
Like a struggle, I suppose.
And in the meantime, I'll look at those things on the floor.
My argument would actually be for perception, because I'm actually better at it, but if survival is the DM's choice, then survival it is.
I think perception would be a better choice.
Okay. That is a natural 20 for 22.
Noise.
Ooh.
Here you go.
And turns out there wasn't one.
Given that half of the room is really neat and well put together, you feel like some force went across this side of the room specifically.
May I make an Arcana check to determine what kind of, if it was an extra Palinar force?
Sure, go ahead.
Nope, back to 4.
You're not sure.
Are you done lecturing our victim, Damien?
Yes. Do you need my expertise?
Yes, actually. It occurs to me, and I imagine Tali would agree, that there has been some sort of ruckus on this side of the room.
Magical kind.
Well,
These things on the floor, for the sake of brevity, anything there in particular you want to tell me about, Karen?
There are a couple of things of note. I will let your previous check carry over.
Okay, but I'll motion over to Ravira, because that's the only person I haven't talked to yet. It's like, you want to have a look at this with me? She's a mother. She's all about kind of let me show you how this works, sort of thing.
I love it. It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Scattered on the floor are more papers and several books. If you look at these papers, you will find some more recent notes from Falthrax's journal, in which he seems to have had a surge of optimism.
Okay.
He's feeling better about himself. It's not too late for him. He's still got time. He can still do things with his life. He's not done. It was foolish to think that he was.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That is nice.
You also find 3 books. One is red, one is yellow, and one is green.
Green was what we were looking for.
It was indeed.
I say that out loud in character as well. Most like there's like a tiny bit of hope that maybe she can like go home again because that's where she got to be for a night. She's like hoping like, sweet, I can go home again. But chances are.
Do you mention that there's a green book that looks like what we're looking for?
I say, yeah.
Oh, Damien, because he just dealt with a book that like curses people and stuff. He's like, hold on, don't touch it.
No, yes, no.
Let's be
Does it
careful.
have a mirrored cover?
Does it sing?
I think we have all led past experiences. Yeah.
The only book I've dealt with, a bug who didn't want me to hold it, so you're going to have to be more specific.
The last
Okay.
one we touched was cursed.
Yes. Before we touch it, can Damien just like inspect it using either Arcana or Investigation to see if any like magical stuff is visible on it?
If you're looking specifically magical, do Arcana.
May I assist with Mage Hand, sort of holding it up so you can do a car mechanic style.
You're Iron Man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sure. Roll with
Okay,
advantage,
does that mean?
Damien.
Thank you. Okay, Arcana. Let's get it.
Get it, girl.
Okay,
Yay!
very nice. 22. It is definitely magical, but it doesn't. It feels welcoming.
The cover, does it have a mirror on it?
Yes, it does indeed.
Oh, the book does. Can you read the spine, Damien?
What does the spine say?
The spine says the price of beauty.
The price of beauty.
You can't tell if something is cursed, right? You can tell this?
Oh, well, from the glance, it doesn't seem cursed, but I do have Identify if we want to make sure.
Don't
I'm
you
prepared
have
to wait.
Touch it to figure that out.
That is true, but we'll have to touch it regardless at some point, right?
Well, not
Because
necessarily.
Well, hang on.
Well, the
hang
guy
on,
is still
hang on.
missing.
This is important. You've just said that these things have a habit of being cursed, and that happens when you touch it.
Oh, not necessarily a habit. I don't know if one instance is a pattern, but the last one we touched was. But that was only when we opened it and tried to make it make noise.
Your call, Damien, but I don't necessarily know if we're going to be able to fish you out. You're the magical one, or the specifically
quite magical.
Yes, I've read the files on all of you. I meant he is the nerd.
While all of this is going on, can I do a investigation or preferably an animal handling to look for an animal in the room? Any sort of like an insect or a...
Wow.
While that's happening.
That is rude.
Any
I'm listening
There's
as
two in the
well.
room right now.
I think an investigation check to look for wildlife, please, Ravira.
Yeah,
Damien, are you
I'm waiting
going
for
to...
Karen to be a dick and just go, yeah, there's two in the room.
Yeah. 18.
Damien, are you going to pick up the book?
Yeah, as Tali says, like I've read files on all of you, Damien will say, did mine say that I was extremely handsome? And touch the book and
No, I
cast,
learned
or
that from
try
experience.
cast Identify.
Could you... What exactly does Identify tell you?
Everything. No, I'm gonna tell you.
Nice.
So, I'll cast it as a ritual, and you choose one object. If it's a magical item or some magic-imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges, like everything pertaining to the magic of the thing.
Cool.
It takes 10 minutes.
So that takes 10 minutes.
Yep.
Ravira!
Meanwhile, I got an 18.
Ravira can sense a servant, a Vulpin.
Which are humanoids, not animals, because that would be a beast.
I do apologize. There's some mice inside one of the walls, and there's a spider hiding near the clothes.
Near the clothes?
Yeah.
May
Opposite
I...
to the desk is a little rack of clothes. and there's a spider, and it's set in a little alcove, and hidden in the top corner is a spider.
So may I also cast a ritual of speak with animals?
Everyone
To
just
go
going
and
to
have it
sit in a crime scene?
Yeah, so everyone's
Apparently so.
so while Damien's doing the ritual for the book, I'm doing a ritual to talk to my spider friend.
Much more important.
Okay.
I have a plan.
Well,
I like
Ravira
it.
and Davey are busy ritual casting. So Tali and Dolph, you have about 8 minutes.
Tali wishes to God, not that these people aren't great, but if she's got 8 minutes to kill, she'd rather have a mug of coffee in her hand, wish the sprinkles were here. But she has 8 caffeine-less minutes, just kind of standing around.
Dolph is going to make an insight check.
Ooh.
9.
Nine?
On Tali.
What do you want to find out, brother?
Dolph, would you say 9 is enough to determine that Tali is impatient or uncaffeinated?
Oh. Uncaffeinated for sure. I would say, given your job, if I've estimated it correctly and what she's given, it's more. In fact, fuck it, we'll do the thing. She's got 8 minutes. She'll just kind of find a corner, and she's looking at photos in her wallet, so to speak.
Oh.
Aww.
So she just wants to be home.
Right. Dolph would come over then and share his observations of the distressing destruction on one side of the room and say, "You're obviously..." And he has summoned a small candy cane, which he is chewing in the same manner you were chewing a toothpick. And
we detectives. What's the sitch, boss? Sorry, guys.
and he leans against the wall in a manner not dissimilar to you, though far enough away from you that if you don't want to interact, you don't have to.
Sure.
He's not looking over your shoulder to see the kids, but he does sort of wonder aloud about the situation as these two do their thing in the middle of the room. And he would say, "It was appears that something of some strength or force disturbed this side of the room. How you going there, boss?"
And she kind of looks and she'll actually show it, which is not something she necessarily does, but she kind of goes, "These are your happy These are your happy customers."
Dolph beams. And he says, "I know them well, yes. They are never seeing me, of course, but it is good. It is good. I tell you what, if you want to make a Mother of the Year award, which I'm sure you're already up for," and he reaches into, he is wearing shorts, and a harness, basically leather straps around his chest, which are covered in bells that do not jingle. He has had the clackers removed.
Okay.
He has a small pouch full of little clackers that he can install. It takes him a couple of minutes. But in another pouch, he removes 7 candy canes.
Okay.
And he hands them over to Tali and says, "These came straight from the workshop. The Red Tyrant's own..." the Red Tyrant. I enjoyed that one. His own recipe.
I think I need a seal of authenticity. That's all right. She gets that little bit of scratch paper. That's probably the receipt from groceries or something like that. She gets like a Sharpie and asks you to kind of mark it down. Mark a signature or something like that.
Dolph does. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, it is very. There is a significant flourish, and the L in Dolph is a stick of celery.
To answer your question, I don't disagree, actually. Which is good that we have something to go off, but this reeks of something being too. She's back in business mode now. She's gone. She smiles appreciatively, and she goes with the toothpick in her mouth, kind of dancing along her tongue. She goes, "This is, in my experience, there's such a thing as something being too easy, and if this magical thing happened to this person, technically the case is closed. We were looking for the book. Was that its intent?"
I am thinking our job is to seek the books, but we are looking for the person, are we not?
Well, here's an interesting point. You are looking for a kidnapper. This person was fluctuating between bouts of depression, and now he's not here. And he's left behind. The only thing that would mean that we don't look for him. I'm not saying we aren't, and we will find him, and hopefully find him well. I just worry what we're going to find, especially with that. Ravira seems like a innocent at the moment.
As much as I love this RP, we are going to let the rest of the 8 minutes elapse in casual conversation.
Yes,
and return to Damien and the results of your identify spell. So you can tell that this is a book that is wrapped in magic.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels very warm, very welcoming, very wholesome. The book's cover is soft green leather. It does have this beautifully polished mirror set into the front cover, and it's surrounded by gold swirls, which you realize, if you were to look into the mirror, would make it look like you had flowing golden hair, which is quite cool. But the magic sense you get from it, that there's an illusion connected to this book that is possibly triggered by some sort of action. So the book isn't sentient, but it will create some sort of illusion that you can interact with.
Hey, Lilith.
Mm-hmm. I will read.
It is not cursed, to be clear.
Yeah, I will say everything
That's
that
what,
I've learned to everyone
that's
else.
That's what a cursed item would say.
Yeah, it's not cursed.
When's your birthday?
Having gained that information, Damien, what would you like to do?
Well, I will tell to everyone, like, it's not cursed, but it does do some kind of illusion. And first, before I open it, I just like put the book in front of me to look in the mirror to see if I can like discern any kind of illusion that it would cast.
As you gaze into the mirror, you see your face reflected, now surrounded by beautiful golden flowing hair. And as you look, your reflection dissolves and then reforms into the face of the goddess Sune, Lady Fireheart, the Lady of Love, the Princess of Passion, who smiles warmly at you and says, "Well met, dearest one. How do you feel today?"
Better now. How are you?
I am well, thank you.
So,
can we hear this?
I was going to ask.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, hello.
It doesn't react to you.
Oh.
Listen, beautiful Lady Suna, we are looking for our friend, another Avowed dwarven fellow, pretty depressed. Have you seen him?
Friends are such a valuable thing. Be sure to keep your friends around you so you may warm your soul.
That's a no, I suppose.
It's not a yes.
Hey Dolph, maybe you ask, and I turn the book to Dolph, so
Sure.
Dolph sees his Swedish version again.
Well, yeah, Dolph actually already has glowing golden locks, because as soon as you did this, he tried it out on himself, with his disguised self. So he is, Dolph looks at that and goes, "Oh yes." I don't think it works.
Before we let Dolph talk to the book, Ravira, your talk with animals will have just kicked in.
Hello, small friend.
And you hear the spider acknowledge you.
I was wondering if you could possibly, you see, we're looking for the dwarf who's living in here. Did he leave?
The spider's not really the most eloquent of creatures.
No.
But you get a sense that he vanished quite suddenly.
Oh, was someone else here?
No, there wasn't. But they did hear a voice.
Oh, you heard a voice. Oh, could you tell me about it, small friend?
And you kind of, let's just say for flavor, because I feel like it, the spider lifts one leg and points at the book.
Oh, so the dwarf was possibly speaking to that book, and then they disappeared.
You get more or less yeah, that's kind of what went down, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for your help. Damien, I think you should stop talking to the book for a moment.
Why not? It is very polite book.
But maybe you could stop talking to the book for just a second, and then I'll let you know why. I do have my reasons.
Put the book down, Damien.
Dolph puts the book, because Dolph has been handed the book, Dolph puts the book mirror down on the desk. What is up? Dolph gets some clothes from the clothes rack and put them on the book.
Oh, I suppose that's okay.
Did you
my
find
friend,
a witness?
my friend here. I am sorry, I didn't ask your name.
Mine?
No, I was talking to the spider.
The spider doesn't really have a name. It's a
Oh.
little confused by the concept of calling itself something.
Oh, well, my small friend here, says that the dwarf who we're looking for, they vanished quite suddenly, but they heard a voice before they vanished, and it seems to be implying that the voice was the voice of the book.
That makes sense. Or he's depressed, he's sad. Then this book Jack might be making connections that aren't there, but was this a recent thing, the book being like in his possession?
Well, strictly speaking, the book should not be in his room.
Okay. Can Tali kind of figure out, well, no, she's just gonna go off instinct here, based on the journals and things she's read, and she will basically go like, we can surmise that there had to be some sort of positive influence that was in his immediate environment. So perhaps a polite little book. And then...
Small friend, how had you heard that voice before?
No.
Oh.
But you get the feeling that the book wasn't in his room before.
Yes.
Not
yes,
so much
so
you
you
hadn't heard the voice, as in this was...
The spider was in the room, and the spider hadn't heard the voice.
Yeah.
Because it hadn't been in the room.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he heard it only once.
Mm-hmm.
Within the room. He probably talked to it before, but the spider only heard it once.
The spider's only seen him communicate with it once.
Dolph would say, I had the impression that it was only giving out meaningless platitudes.
Yeah, well, maybe we can test that theory. I have a by the way, I apologize. Ravira, my name is Tali Magria, and I am not as talented as you at magic, which leads me to my next point. I propose, unless we have anything better. Well, first of all, maybe we should get the advice of the first speaker. Jack can't remember that term.
Reader.
That's Reader.
Reader, one of those.
Head honcho, big man around campus.
Yep. The big cheese.
Bookworm.
maybe we should get his advice on it. But I propose, because if we find a way to see if we can recreate what happened to him, I might be able to find him if he is in this book. And you three might be able to fish me out. But I can't do anything for any of you if you all end up in there. All I can do is look at things and hit.
I have a question for Ravira's friend.
Oh.
Was the book open?
Oh, small friend, did you see if the book was open?
Spider doesn't think so.
Oh, my friend doesn't think so.
So opening the book is not the danger, necessarily.
Imagine it would be that little mirror windows.
Talking to it is, yeah.
Would anyone else like to know anything from my small friend? They're very helpful.
What does it eat? I shall find something.
Oh, well, usually spiders enjoy eating insects. But
Of course, Dolph.
You get an enthusiastic yes from the spider.
Dolph
Cookie.
reaches around in his antlers and finds a dead firefly.
Very
Around how
appropriate.
big, have you?
tasty.
Because not only because he had a whole bunch up there, and I can't imagine they all survived his experiences down in the cellar. So he phones like, yeah. Thank you, little friend. And he sort of puts it in the spider's web.
The spider is stoked.
Oh, that was very kind. Thanks.
So, what would you guys like to do regards the book that is now
Well,
under a pile of clothing on the bed? Would you
I
like to examine
suggest
it
we
further?
get the reader's advice if there's anything.
Yeah,
to
because we
gather
have the
from him.
book.
Shall we
is-
take the book? We may as well if
I
he's okay
feel
to
like
carry
we should
it.
keep an eye on it. Yes, but
Yeah.
I would suggest, for the same reasons that I said before, that perhaps I should be the one to carry it, mostly because I trust you all to get me out of something if I end up. in
Sure.
it.
And maybe carry it like face down.
Yes.
Well, if you don't mind, Tali, and Dolph would mage hand,
Smart.
use his mage hand to just pick up not
Keep
the
the
book
jacket
itself,
on it though. Yes.
but in a shirt that he makes a sort of hammock out of, and uses the mage
That is
hand
one
to
of
just
the
carry
oddest
that.
things I've ever seen. Like a
Oh,
tie-up shirt.
That's clever.
Thank you.
All right. You are bearing the book.
Yep.
I have very thick fingers, so it's useful.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you
we'll
go
head to the
to
first reader? I
find the
think.
first reader?
Yeah.
All right. You bear the book up to the first reader's office, and if you knock on the door, you will hear his familiar voice go,
Yes, please enter.
Confirm. We have found your book.
Oh, excellent. Any sign of Falthrax?
Oh,
Ravira, you were the one who uncovered it.
Yes.
well, it
It's
appears
still a
that
detective work.
Falthrax has vanished. In fact, my small friend said that he vanished suddenly after speaking to the book.
Oh, I see. Well, may I examine this book, please?
Don't talk to it.
Hmm.
You'll also look very odd with blonde hair.
Yeah, there's
It will
illusion
compliment
there.
you. It will make you feel good. We, well, you'll see for yourself.
I quite like a compliment or two.
Yes, most people do. Which
Your
is
scales are
okay.
very shiny today. Now you don't need one. There you go.
Don't get sucked in.
Thank you,
Your
Dom.
court allotted compliment for today was given.
You get one! Fucking one!
Everybody
One a
gets
day.
one.
Gotta ration these
Favorite,
favorites.
it's not for favourite moments, you get fucking one! That's it! Move it on!
We used to do it that way, but I enjoy everybody getting a turn.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. You, I presume, pass the book face down over to the first reader.
hmm
Okay.
I
excellent.
floated in the hammock.
He will take it
Read.
with his hands. He doesn't seem too concerned about holding it himself. And holding it face down, he will open it. And as he opens the book, you get kind of a scent of lilies. Like
What?
the pages have been spritzed with a lily-scented perfume. You get a waft of it.
Oh, Oh, that's nice.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I am going to say, from memory, I think foxes hate certain scents. I don't know if this is one of them, but I'm going to make it up and say that's what happens with Vulcan, because why not? She goes... No, I think that's cats. Cat, it's poisonous to cats, but fuck it, we'll go with it. Yeah.
Are you okay, Tali?
It's a smell of death.
Oh.
That it is.
Just smells
Lilies
like flowers.
lilies, particularly, are placed on graves in some cultures.
There's some cultures. The first reader is thumbing through this book and he's like, oh, wow, it's a very beautiful book, you can see. And he kind of tilts it towards you and you can see there's beautiful illustrations, there's like woodland scenes, there's art, there's pictures of jewelry, there's beautiful cursive writing. He says there's appear to be some prayers, to Surname, meditations to help improve your sense of self-worth, massage techniques, healing, and some recipes for balms and cosmetics.
Ooh!
As he does that, can I try an insight and see if he's getting charmed or he's just curious about the book?
Absolutely, roll away.
Because he seems very like blasé and relaxed for like the first reader about this book that might be, connected to the disappearance. Big 8.
Big 8. You don't think he's unduly influenced. His demeanor seems more or less the same as it was before he looked at it. And he gets the last page of the book. He's like, to appear they found the author, Silvery Silversong. And she has written herself a little closing thought. A mirror is a gateway to happiness, truth, and to accepting ourselves.
Good.
Intriguing.
So you say you can converse with the front cover?
You probably could too if you want to.
Look, well,
She's very nice, but like since it's illusion magic, I am just not trusting her too much.
I am considering what would happen. Is the book closed? Can we close it?
I will cast prestidigitation in front of Tali's nose because I can make smells appear. So I will just make a new smell, like coffee, smell of coffee.
Okay. That's a smell for the alive. She will say, I am considering doing an experiment, first reader, about it seems to be a pleasant enough book. It seems to give compliments, and if the theory is correct, it seems to have sucked in our friend. I'm curious about what will happen if we antagonize it.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but that may be the key to finding out where
Great name.
Where you see the old man kind of.
He has a small stroke and then.
Oh no!
Don't you hate it when you bite your tongue?
First reader.
This
asleep
may,
again. Wait.
this may be the key to finding out where Valthrax has gone.
I was considering it. Do you approve of the idea?
Well, if your idea is to converse with the book for a time, then yes. I was planning on doing so myself.
Please do.
Why don't we? Maybe it's not her fault. Why don't we just ask her?
That could be true.
I mean, she seemed quite nice from what Damien said.
I think all of you should do whatever you need to do, and then I'll be ready with a bad cop routine.
Tali, you seem like a person who like understands how to interrogate. We could try and have a nice approach, but then if it doesn't work, you turn on the inquisitive side.
Oh, do we get to play? Is it good
reader,
cop, bad cop?
Yes.
Yeah, good guard, bad guard. Yeah, let's go.
Guard, yes, that's probably the word I'm looking for.
Right, well, I assume the good guard goes first?
Oh, pick me.
Oh, very well, brace yourselves,
She's so
everyone.
cute.
And he will hand the book to Ravira with the mirror facing up.
Oh,
Ravira, you can look into the mirror.
that's. Do I get golden hair?
Yep, you see your face in the mirror, now
Oh.
framed by flowing golden locks.
Oh, I
And-
do quite like my hair, but that's nice.
And as it is before, your face
Oh no,
dissolves
someone
and
with
is replaced
self-worth.
with the goddess Surname, who says, "Well met, dearest one. How do you
Hi.
feel today?"
Oh, well, I think I feel quite nice. Someone said I was good at magic, and someone complimented my bells today.
How lovely. It is always pleasing to have one's accessories complimented.
It
Do you
is.
like wearing accessories?
Oh, yes, I think so. I like the bells.
Have you considered wearing a garland of bells in your hair?
Oh, I haven't before. Maybe I will.
This
Thank
is such
you.
Avon calling bullshit.
But I actually wanted to ask you something about something other than bells. But I appreciate the advice.
It is a pleasure to advise you.
Do you see, we have a friend. His name is Valthrax or Valthrax, but he's a dwarf, and well, unfortunately, he's gone missing. And I was wondering if you might have seen him.
Friends are such a blessing. It is
They are.
wise to keep them around you.
Oh, where do you keep your friends around you?
That's a question I wasn't expecting.
It
She's
begins.
always deflecting.
That is a very good question.
That's a
Always
very good
deflecting.
If you haven't seen your friends for a while, maybe you should suggest some sort of gathering. Maybe you could come together and help each other braid your hair.
Oh, would you like to do some hair braiding with us?
I think you would look very fetching with many braids around your head.
I think you'd be great at doing them.
Well,
In Ravira's peripheral vision, I'm gonna go rewind and push on that point that you made before.
Like, do you have other friends like Falthrax and maybe more friends that you have gatherings with?
I love gathering my friends around me. I find it grants a great sense of relaxation. Do you seek a sense of relaxation?
I'm gonna kind of look at Tali oh yes, I love relaxation.
Well, if it is rest, relaxation, or even transformation that you seek, then follow the lilies, dearest one. I'm sure Silvery will see to your needs. And as she says this, the book begins to glow. And a gust
Can I
of
knock it out of
sudden...
her hands if I see it glowing? Or is
Oh,
it
this is going to happen too
happening
quickly for you,
yeah.
I'm afraid, Tali.
That's fine, totally. Yeah.
Oh
It's all
dear.
happening very quickly. The book will start to glow, and there is a sudden waft of floral-scented air that blows a bunch of papers off the first reader's desk. And in the corner of the room, a 5-foot wide, 7-foot high portal appears.
Oh. Shall
The
we-
edges of it glowing gold, and as you stare into it, you can see a beautiful woodland trail. And along the side of the trail are posts carved to look like lilies.
Oh, shall we follow the lilies then?
That was very good, Ravira.
Oh, thank you.
You provoked it very well.
See, we can be
Well,
nice.
I
I'm
think I
gonna-
found where Falthrax might have gone.
I'm gonna take a deep breath, offer a fist bump to Ravira as I'm walking. Never mind.
She's gonna use an open palm.
slap it. Yeah. Who was doing the prestidigitation before? Was that Damien?
Damien.
Damien, I will just go like
Keep it
that.
going.
Just keep the sign.
Yeah.
As I step in.
Oh, let's go. Follow the lilies. Do I still have the book
I
in my
hate
hands?
It
Follow-
has, as the portal opened and the gust of floral air, it has gone from your hands and is now on the floor.
Shall we take the book or leave the book here?
Wonder what would happen if we took the book.
First reader, do you think we
I
should
suppose
take it
if
to get
you
back?
leave the book, this means we can, now we know that a portal can be opened. If you also fail to return, we can send someone after you.
That's my thinking on the matter. It is also worth noting that, sometimes when you place a pocket dimension within a pocket dimension, bad things happen. We don't know exactly what it is yet.
So this is why
Okay.
I trust magical people to keep that sort of thing straight.
I only
Yeah,
know
well-
because one time somebody asked for a bag of holding from the Red Tyrant for his solstice present, and the Red Tyrant uses a bag of holding.
Oh,
Well,
It was awkward.
I'm-
We had to remake an awful lot of presents very quickly.
nothing like life experience.
so shall we follow the Lily Road?
Lily Brick Road. Yeah, I was
Let's
thinking the
go,
same. Yeah.
Wonderful. What is your marching order through the portal?
Ravira first, I think.
I'm
Uh,
going to skip through.
You skip
Dolph?
through the portal.
Dolph would not let her get very far ahead.
So
but
Ravira followed by Dolph.
I'll take the rear, I guess.
I'm after Dolph then.
Right.
Damien is staying near Tali, keeping her nose clean.
Yeah. Like,
You
Yeah.
pass. you pass through the portal.
Well, this is not like, oh god, as a hypoallergenic person myself, I know exactly how this feels.
You pass through the portal. There's no resistance, just a light tingle as you cross the threshold. And you find yourself in a beautiful wood. Sunlight. It has a sense of spring in the air. Sunlight dapples down through the leaves above. It's quite warm, pleasantly warm. It's a nice day. You can hear some birds chirping. It's very pleasant. And if any of you care to look back over your shoulder, you can see the portal there, and you can see the first reader peering after you, holding the book in his hands.
Damien will do a thumbs up.
He'll give you a thumbs up back.
Dolph would like to pick up a stick and
All right,
throw it through the portal.
I'm not going to make you roll for it. It just goes back and clatters on the floor in the first reader's office.
Don't throw sticks! You murderer!
It was gently thrown. It was really just intended to go through it. Yeah, I yeet it straight at the first reader
hit
with
him
my
in the eye.
enormous
Oh,
strength.
Dolph.
Pelt
Thank you,
him with
Dolph.
rocks.
You've established that it works in reverse.
I just wanted to make sure.
That looks fun!
Yeah, more stones at the guy. He can't get to us here.
What's he gonna do?
All right.
Might I suggest, DM, that transition might not be a bad place for a quick breaklet.
I was about to suggest the same thing myself. As you stand in this beautiful sun-dappled woodland trail, we will go to a short break. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So if you want to have a drink, grab a snack, take care of any other bodily functions you feel the need to attend to, feel free to do so. And we'll be back very shortly as our adventurers make their way into a mysterious wood.
Oh, I love
Inflatable
mysterious
cat.
woods.
Who doesn't? Inflatable Cat, thank you very much for the follow. We'll say goodbye very quick. Be back very soon. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, go back very
Bye.
soon. Goodbye.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to The Price of Beauty Part 1B.
Correct.
As our team of chaotic adventurers have just passed through a shimmering gold portal and have found themselves in a beautiful sun-dappled trail through a wood, with beautiful carved stone lily markers leading them off through this spring day. But before we proceed any further, could someone in chat roll me a d12, please? And this will determine the time of day it is. So exclamation mark roll space 12. I don't mind who in chat does it. Whoever's feeling frisky. Lilith, perhaps. 6 to 12 will be morning, and 12 to 5 will be afternoon. Anybody at all? Well, I'm waiting for someone to... Well, I'm waiting for someone to roll the aforementioned D12. Reminder that you can enter our giveaway to win a copy of the wonderful digital D&D booklet, The Curious Compendium of Slavic Myth. The proceeds from sales are going to support the people of Ukraine. But we're giving away a copy, so you can get it for free. Someone else has already paid the £1. You're off the hook.
I believe Terrace paid more than £1.
He's good like that. Yeah, shout out to Terrace for those copies of the compendium. You're a legend, Terrace. Props to you. And I see, Josh, you have jumped in and rolled it in chat and got a 2. So it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon as you wander down this springtime trail.
Well, this is very pleasant.
Isn't it lovely?
Can I try to ascertain if this is a place on the material plane or we've been chucked to somewhere else? Like, what is the arcane situation?
You can. Oh, what sort of check would that be? Do we think investigation?
Arcane or
Arcana?
investigation? Sure.
Depends how you're doing it. If you're trying to sort of, because Dolph would probably do something similar. Dolph is Fey touched. So Dolph would try and utilize his connection with his patron to determine where, in relation to him, his patron is.
That's smart.
So Dolph is happy to make the check, but my Arcana is very bad.
You can help me then. You can help with your instinctual understanding of how it is, and we can roll it together.
Shall we say, for flavor's sake, that Dolph and Damien have a little discussion about whether they're still in the earthly plane?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can roll with advantage to do your check, Damien.
Nice. Let's try it. Arcana. 17.
17. This feels like the real world.
Oh,
the real world.
Material plane.
This feels like the material plane. It doesn't feel like a magical wood. It just feels like a pleasant wood.
Checks out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are you doing anything else as you walk along the trail?
Well,
Mostly I'll comment to Dolph and go, familiar? It's been a minute.
It's not the Candlekeep in the real world?
I was referring to the wood we're walking through.
Oh, no, it's not. You notice all the mammals. Are there animals around? Actually, that's a valid question.
I'll tell you for free. You can hear the normal sounds of a wood. So there's the occasional bird. You might hear a little scuffling in the undergrowth.
Ravira, it sounds like you wanted to speak.
Well, I was just wondering if anyone would mind if I had a little bit of a frolic.
Weren't you doing that already?
Well, yes, but I just in the woods I prefer to be a bit different if it doesn't bother anyone.
I don't know what that means.
I'm excited to
what
find
is that
out.
implying?
And Ravira is going to cast Wild Shape and turn into a panther.
Oh, you just look like people from my neck of the woods. It's okay.
Eliran.
And then she's gonna happily prance around and maybe chase the if there's
That
a
is
bird.
the
You can
I'm
chase
getting-
a bird.
happiest panther.
You find a cluster of meadow flowers to one side of the trail. You bound through them with your big, adorable panther paws.
Yeah.
Flower petals fly up into the air. It's adorable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna narrate what's happening. It not mocking her, but just kind of now I'm going to go through the flowers. Just a
Just a happy panther.
Exactly.
Just a happy panther.
exactly. Yeah.
All right. As Ravira frolics, you make your way down the woodland trail, and soon you start to see a clearing up ahead.
Can I put it on record? Dolph is similarly protective, but not. Dolph loves kids, but is more protective of innocence, I think, than specifically children. And Ravira is just brimming over with the stuff. So Dolph is keeping one eye sort of just not in a semi-parental sort of manner, not in any way implying anything about Ravira and his relationship. Just we're in a strange forest. She's a panther. She seems a little bit taken with this place. Maybe
She's having
I
the
just
best time.
keep my eye on her. But it probably doesn't mean very much. It's just just aware of her location as a priority.
If this is as bad as it gets, with the company I'm keeping, it could be worse.
Dolph gives Tali a side eye, like, why would you have to go and say something like that?
I was saying that quietly to Damien.
Yeah, and we're like, no. Yeah. We have our moment. Come on.
Okay, fair.
Okay. Are you just going to keep walking towards this clearing?
Yeah.
If that seems like the obvious place to go, yeah.
Yeah,
Why
cool.
not?
We are following the lilies.
Yeah, the lilies are leading towards the clearing. You enter the clearing, the trees opening out before you to reveal a beautiful open grove. And in it, you can see a large, elegant stone building before you. You can see that the wooden doors have images of lilies carved into them. So the border of the door has this wonderful lily motif running through it. The windows are actually made of stained glass and also have beautiful floral motifs running through them. So it's a very beautiful, elegant looking building. And you see a sign hanging over the doorway, which reads, "The Restful Lily."
Ravira was still in the front, so when she gets there, she goes to knock, and then and then goes behind Dolph and pushes Dolph at the door.
What would you like to do? Would you like to examine the building further? Would you like to knock at the door?
I'll do a sweep.
Yeah.
I'll let them do what they want to do, but I'm gonna make sure that everything's chill.
Dolph would like to try and look through a window.
Unfortunately, Dolph, the stained glass nature of these windows makes it a bit hard for you to see anything. Everything's all wobbly in different colours, so you can't really make much out through these windows.
Ravira, with your panther nose, can you smell anybody?
I was just about to ask, can I do a perception check with
Absolutely.
a smell through the door?
Have a good old sniff.
Would you like me to do? So I have advantage on wisdom perception checks relying on smell. But do you want me? Can I do it as a wisdom, or do you want me to do it as a investigation or a?
Well, I was gonna.
I don't really know the mechanics very well. Sorry.
Okay.
Do it as an investigation. It's a scent-based investigation.
So can I have advantage on it? Or no? I mean, it's a smell, so
no, you just get your plus to it.
Okay, no worries. 12.
12. You can smell several scents coming through the crack of the front door. You're getting lilies, unsurprisingly, but you can also get what smells like some sort of a woody incense, soap, a little bit of candle smoke.
Ravira will look at Dolph and kind of be like,
I've come around the building, I think, at this point. Is there anything obvious?
Were you going to the left or to the right?
Left.
Oh, that's a question.
You died. Should have picked the other way.
Oh, should have picked the other one.
You walk to the left. Hang on, let me quickly calculate.
To the window.
It's about 50 feet to the edge of the building. As you walk, it looks much like the wall you're next to now as you approach the corner. It's not actually a wall of the building anymore. It looks like a fence, and the building is descended back. So it looks like there's some sort of courtyard on that corner of the building. As you go around the corner, you can see behind this main building, which continues on for I'm just going to guesstimate and say about another 75 feet. You can see there are two smaller buildings behind the Restful Lily. On the left is rather run down, crumbling sort of stone building that looks not well kept compared to the building you're standing next to. This one looks like it's been abandoned and not taken care of at all. And then
sorry, go ahead.
And then beyond that, you can see a small tower, which, while not as fancy as the main building, does look like it's well cared for. So if you were to continue walking around the building, there would be two smaller buildings behind it.
And a tower.
Is the tower protruding above from the front? Like, if I look up, can I see it?
Yes, you would be able to glimpse it from the front.
Can I determine its purpose? Would it be a watchtower or just we like having a tall building?
Or a mage tower?
Yeah, that's
it's just the building in front of you is only one story. This looks to be, I think, 3 stories. The tower.
Does it look like everything, as far as access goes, everything seems to be through that main building, or can you access things through other ways?
There's no fence. It's just sitting in the middle of the glade. So if you walked around, you could theoretically go have a closer look at these 2 other buildings. Or you can go investigate the main building. It's up to you.
I'm going to wait. And if someone goes to check on me, I'll just kind of turn my head and kind of indicate back to the front door and go like that, and see if I see anything when a knock happens, like movement or people from the watchtower looking, anything like that.
Since Damien wasn't really investigating much, he will just stand in front of the door, fix his collar a little bit and knock.
As you knock on the door, you hear a little tinkling of a bell inside, and the double doors open inwards.
Do I see anything on my end?
It's one of your people, guys. These bells.
You don't see anything change. Jack, the view to the other 2 buildings behind remains unchanged.
Understood.
However, the other 3, you can now see a large lobby. And now that the doors are open, you can again smell fresh lilies scenting the air. There's a desk in the center of the room with a neat pile of papers, a vase with fresh cut lilies sitting in it, and behind it is sitting a dark-haired man in quite fine clothing. And he has a little lily motif embroidered over the left side of his chest. And as he sees these 3 fine fellows before him, he stands and says, "Welcome, friends, to the Restful Lily. Freshen yourself in our luxurious bathhouse. Perhaps you would enjoy a massage, a haircut, or shave and pedicure. Whatever your road-tired feet cry out for in terms of comfort, whatever your pleasure, I am here to serve."
Well, firstly, I would love all of those things.
Sorry.
Yeah, but have you seen a dwarven fellow with a name that sounds like I don't remember.
Balthrax.
Balthrax.
Are you still guys just standing outside the door?
I'll come in as I talk to the guy.
Ravira's gonna, in her panther form, look at Dolph and look at Damien for permission before she goes through the door.
Our
as soon
panther's
as
welcome.
Damien gestures, she's in. She got permission.
Oh, it's like a vampire thing, is it? Okay.
Yeah, well, she'll like
Panther
go
is
up.
just like a vampire.
She's gonna like go up to the new guy and like do the cat thing. So like
Aw.
she'll like kind of curl around his legs a little bit.
But it's a
Aw.
panther, which is an
But
animal
it's a
the size
panda.
of
Yeah.
the size of a large dog.
Hey, he does not seem upset by this panther coming up to him.
Good.
He-
Just woke
Like-
up my panther making that joke. Sorry about it.
he'd be like, "What magnificent fur you have!" And he'll stroke one of your ears. admiringly.
You get a purr.
Nice.
And sorry, one of you asked about.
Falthrax, yeah. Have they seen a dwarven fellow like named Falthrax?
Or a dwarf.
I
Oh.
must confess that I have not seen a dwarf or any creature that answers to Falthrax. But you are welcome to avail yourself of the services that we offer. I can talk you through the prices and.
When he
prices.
mentions that he hasn't seen a fellow like that, can I try and like see if he's lying? I'm not good at wisdom, but I still want to check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Be better than me.
No, with my +0,
It's better than me.
You might get a good roll.
13.
13? Look, this guy seems like he's a smooth operator,
Yeah.
which could
Like
gives
knows
you like a
like.
slightly like disingenuous vibe. Like you can't put your finger on whether he's outright lying to you or whether just he's the front man. He's got to be smooth and charming. So
Yeah.
everything just sounds like this.
Well, does he have a guest book in front of him? Like, does he have a book of visitors?
There is a stack of papers on his desk.
Does Tali come in at this point, or she's still like?
I was going to wait for Karen to come back to me. I think I can hear their conversation somewhat, and I think they've got that handled. I'm more interested in the situation around. I think I'd like to see what's going on with that tower and just kind of have a mosey, have a peek.
Alrighty then. So you're going to sneak off around the side?
Yeah, just have a look and see what I see. Keep an eye out for detail. Essentially.
Okay. Could you roll me a stealth check if you were trying to remain unnoticed?
I don't know if she would be trying to. I will, but like, yeah, it's not really in her intent to be unnoticed so much as just looking around. She doesn't necessarily feel any danger right now, but I'll roll anyway. So yeah, that tracks. It's a 2.
You're not being particularly stealthy.
No, she's not. No.
You're just a Vulcan lady having a stroll around
Just
the
having a
grove
look.
at the moment.
Yeah.
But back inside.
With the you said papers there, right? And
Yes.
our panther is like currently like cozying up to the guy. Can I try and like catch Ravira's eye and like just slightly like nod my head in terms of papers, because like she's close to him, he wouldn't really like suspect panther to be, you know, wacky. So like that's what he's trying to do.
Could someone in chat roll me a perception check
Exclamation
Yeah,
mark, perception.
for our lobby man?
May I, seeing this, Dolph would like to go over and talk to the guy directly, with the intent to distract. Because Dolph would actually have, Dolph has a thing that he would like to say, and says, you know what would make me extremely happy? Something that I would enjoy more than almost anything right now in this moment? Finding my friend Falthrax.
Oh. Well, I wish I could be of service in that regard, Mr.
My name is Dolph the Red, and this is my good friend Ravira. She is beautiful, is she not?
She is quite stunning.
Very talented. She knows all the tricks. We have a 16 perception.
Yeah, he is gonna, just quickly before you come over, he's gonna clock that Damien's doing a weird head waggle.
Damn it.
Right.
Ravira is not sure what the heck Damien was saying, but she's gonna put her paw as she's like going around the table and like nudging this guy. She'll put her paw on the paper and then like look back to Damien.
Are you trying to be discreet when you're putting the paw on the papers?
I'm trying to like get him to focus on the fact that I'm nuzzling with my head rather than the fact my paw is over here on the papers.
That was Dolph's intent as well, basically to distract.
Alrighty. You're still gonna have to roll. Stealth or sleight of hand? Sleight of paw?
Slide of paw.
I think that's a sleight of paw check for you, Ro.
Sleight of paw. Oh, I love it.
But
Except I don't love it because my
Dolph
stats
is
are not
engaging this man.
Well, so you would
my-
be using a panther's stealth.
I've got
Panther's dex.
I've got that in front of me as well. I printed a handy dandy cheat sheet
Good
of
idea.
animals I can
Good
turn
idea.
into.
Always
that's
good,
great.
always
lots
good
of-
for druids.
Lots of stats to follow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still
Can you believe Rowe might be a teacher?
Oh no, I get a +2. All right. So I'm gonna roll a d20 and just +2.
With advantage, so you can roll 2.
I'm just gonna roll. Can I? There we go. 12.
16.
Huh? Oh.
No, you said advantage, yeah?
Yes.
So I rolled them together. I didn't roll advantage, so I got a 10 and a 6,
so you
so
got
it's
a
12.
12.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry to get you excited.
Unfortunately, he does notice that your paw is on his stack of papers.
So there's this like moment where Ravira is like staring at him with the paw there, like what's?
And he's like, if you could remove your paw, madam, I just need to grab that.
Ravira's gonna look at Damien.
And Damien's like, he's post-verbal at this point. He's like, "Ah."
So I'm gonna remove my paw, but as I remove my paw, I'm gonna like push it towards Damien. So I'm like,
He sees us. What are we doing? Like, let's be quick.
He's going to try and catch this stack of papers so it doesn't go flying everywhere. And he's going to hand the top paper to you, Dolph, and say, this details our services and the costs associated with. If you're welcome to stay and have some rest and relaxation before you continue your search. As you can see here, the basic service is entry to the bathhouse. Just 5 gold pieces per person. This includes the use of our luxurious enchanted baths. We will provide you with a comfortable robe to wear. You can use the private changing room, and you will be provided with your own lockable trunk for storage of your weapons and other items.
That is very good deal. Would there be, if I was wanting that my name was not on the books in any way, so that if I was wanting to have my presence here not noticed by anyone, I was wanting to be here incognito, as it were, would that be a service that I could pay for?
Well, Mr. the Red, we are a high-caliber establishment, and we pride ourselves on catering to every client's individual needs. So if you were to provide a nom de plume, as it were, we would be more than happy to refer to you as such while you are on the premises.
I would appreciate this, yes. An interesting notion as well. I have one further question about how your normal clientele arrive in here.
Oh, well, they make their way through all manner of transportation.
So a portal in the woods, Dolph is guessing half an hour away?
It was about that, yes.
Yeah. About half an hour distant down the Lily Road. Is this common manner of arrival?
It's not unheard of. The original proprietress loved to create entrance points for her guests.
The original proprietress. Is she still around?
She is retired now.
I see. You have been most helpful. Thank you.
Oh,
I and my companions will consult ourselves regarding our mutual funds and possibly avail ourselves of your services.
Well, you are welcome to look around, if you would prefer, before deciding on whether you would like to enjoy a stay with us or avail yourselves of anything else. We do offer food and beverages as well. So you're welcome to have a wander and admire the facilities, so to speak.
You said this is like 5 gold is for like the standard. What is the luxury package?
Well, that would be in addition to your 5 gold pieces if you wished, for example, to enjoy a meal or have a haircut, a waxing, perhaps, if you're feeling a little hairy.
I turned to look at Rudolph like,
Who's Rudolph?
We do.
I'm Dolph.
Who is Rudolph?
Ravira is outraged at this. So she immediately pulls away from...
I love that the only
waxing.
person who isn't a hairy person right now is Damien.
Yeah. What would be the full access package that we can go anywhere we'd like and sample the goods?
Well, he picks up another one of the pieces of paper, says you're welcome to follow the list, start at the top of the list and work your way down. So. And you can have a look at the menu if you like, Damien.
I will just like diagonally look through, but as he does, like Damien will put 20 gold pieces on the table, covering the group, and say, hey, here you go. We might come back for some additional costs, but this should be enough for now.
Of course.
Because I have a shit ton of money.
You do.
Ravira's gonna
adventure
bounce
yielded
around
money.
happily at this. And then go over to Damien and purr and start nuzzling Damien.
Yeah. You're welcome. We're gonna wax those paws of yours.
So we have 15 to cover the use of the baths. What would you like to spend the other 5 on to start with, Sarah?
That is for another possible companion of ours that might arrive later. This is our little, friend gathering here.
Oh, and he will quickly take down, he will retrieve from underneath the desk a small book and a quill, and he'll take down whatever non-deplumes you care to give him.
Ralph the Blue.
Wow.
Ralph the Blue, excellent.
Damien will, instead of talking, come over and lean towards the guy and give him his calling card.
Excellent, sir. I shall add it to the Rolodex.
Yes, and as he adds it to the Rolodex, can I sneak a peek at what other names he has there?
Unfortunately, he doesn't have the Rolodex on him. He just tucks it into a pocket.
Damn it!
Good.
But he does write your name down in the small book. And Ravira, are you going to... you can't speak in panther form, can you?
Nope.
And what name should I write down for the madam, the panther?
Fluffles.
Fluffles.
Excellent. If you would follow me this
She
way.
runs over to Dolph and starts doing her nuzzle act. She likes that too.
I guessed right.
Yeah, I can cast message to Tali, right?
Yeah.
I'll cast message to Tali
Wait, what?
This is happening.
Why do you have that? It's the most useless cantrip.
Wow. Ha 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 ha. So funny. Jokey. Damien will cast a message.
You. You did this to you.
Yeah, you did
Daria.
this to you.
Yeah, it's it's all for the meme, okay? So Damien will cast the most useless spell at Tali and say, hey, we just got a couple of passes. We're gonna like go in and investigate. Do you want to in, or do you want to have a solo mish outside?
Can I hear her? Him?
Yes.
It's a message. You hear it. You already got a
120
message
feet is
before.
the range, I believe.
No. Yeah, 120 feet. Yeah.
Is why I'm asking Karen.
Yeah, unless you've walked right off into the woods behind the place, you haven't
No,
gone.
I was looking for the tower. I was heading for the tower. So
10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah.
It could have.
Actually, yeah, if you've gone, but I'm going to say you haven't got there yet.
Hmm.
So you're still within range. You will still receive the message.
Okay. Repeat, sorry.
Sorry, what?
Repeat.
You repeat what you said.
Repeat what you said. I didn't hear you. It's all
This
messages.
is why it's such a crap message spell.
Okay. He's like, I'm just pulling your leg. We got passes to go into the spot. Do you want in, or are you being a 007 over there?
Not
7 because you
really.
have 7 kids. See, I remember.
Nice one. Feel free to give me a pass. I'm looking at a big overcompensating thing. Pretty sure it's a wizard or someone who had a small dick. I'll let you know.
Okay, that's a big assumption to make about wizards, but Damien out.
I think it's a general thing. The bigger the tower, the smaller the.
I don't have a tower.
Wonderful.
It says defense for some reason.
Which explains his third leg.
A fucking tripod of a wizard. Let's go.
Ozzy Osan, thank you very much for the follow as well, matey. You vast and such, you wee scallywag.
Awesome. All right, I will get to you in a moment, Tali, but for now, the other 3, this gentleman is going to escort you past his desk and into a corridor behind the lobby that runs between, and on either side are rows of curtained cubicles. And each cubicle contains a wooden stool, 2 white robes in 2 different sizes, and a large wooden trunk with a lock that has a number engraved on it. He will hand each of you a key with a number on it that will correspond to one of these cubicles and one of these chests. And he will explain that you can store your belongings in the chest and choose the robe of best size for you. And then he will gesture to the doors at the end and say, and if you proceed through those doors, you will find yourselves at the baths. I do hope you relax and enjoy. And so he leaves you to it.
As he goes, I would assume as he goes to hand a key to me, there's like a moment of like, what the, like, you know,
Dolph
I'm a
takes it.
panther.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You could
if I
take it in your mouth.
but-
Nothing
well,
stopping
no,
you. He's not
but
going to be so discourteous as to assume you do not want to take it.
As he turns to offer the key, she's going to get real excited about the robe. And Ravira's like, oh. And then the panther goes from being like an excited kitty cat that's more like a puppy into Ravira.
Oh, you turn back into a person?
I turn back into a person, and then I like put out my hand like,
Ah, well met, madam. Your
Hi.
key.
thank you. And then I like run for a robe.
Okay, so in each cubicle, there is a small robe and a medium robe. There is no large, Dolph, so it's going to be very short on you.
Yeah, it is. Dolph would wrap it around his waist.
Okay, thank God, because we can almost see more of your bells, and that's not pleasant.
I don't have a tower either.
High five.
Alrighty,
That's a t-shirt.
are you guys going to do...
I don't have a tower. I'd like a
I'm
Space
such a
Needle
wizard,
kind of
I get.
tower and a little.
Oh, you have the
measuring
wizard's tower, and then do you think he's compensating?
thing.
Yes. My wizard's tower is like an enormous train.
are you guys going to undress and put on your robes and leave your belongings in the trunk, or are you going to choose to smuggle any items with you?
I'll put the robe over everything. Because I have my suit, my t-shirt, I'm going to put the robe over it, and I'm just like walking.
Right, okay. Are you going to put anything in the trunk and lock it, or are you just going to leave it? Okay.
I'm going to watch Damien do that and be like, and put a robe over as well. Because I just assume. So now there's like a large stick, like, because I have a quarterstaff stick
Of
on my
course.
back. So that's sticking up out of the robe.
Dolph.
I just have very strong Robin Hood Men in tights imagery from Hilda.
Dolph,
Good film.
what do you do?
I love that
Donkey.
t-shirt idea.
The bigger the tower, the smaller the wizard. On the
I
back.
don't have a wig.
I don't have a tower.
Wink.
No,
Nicely
it's
done,
fine.
Ozzy
Had a
Osbourne.
bidding.
Welcome to the chaos.
Yes, thank you for
All
joining
right,
us,
you
Ozzy
chaos
Osbourne.
goblins. Dolph, what are you doing? You putting
Dolph.
anything in the chest?
Dolph, with absolutely zero sense of social anxiety, removes everything he is wearing and folds it neatly in the trunk, and then sort of examines the robe, and then turns it sideways and wraps it around his waist, using the belt tie to tie it around himself. So both the arms are hanging sideways down. And he really isn't much more. If anything, he is slightly more clothed than he was before.
Excellent. Do you leave your various weapons and accoutrements?
Dolph
In the
does
chest as
not
well?
have any. He
Excellent.
carries bells on a harness. Other than a few personal possessions in pouches attached to the harness, he does not carry any weaponry at all. He has a packed weapon, which he can summon at will. So he's unarmed.
So two of you have just put the robes over everything else you're wearing and carrying, and Dolph has stripped and wrapped it around his waist, just to clarify. Okay, great. Now you can be sneaky snakes and poke around the other cubicles, or you can go through the doors that the gentleman indicated and see what lies beyond.
I don't
The
know about
cubicles-
you. Oh, carry on.
Oh, I'm just thinking the cubicles mean that like people who came into the baths would leave their things here.
Yeah, if anyone else is here, they will have left their possessions in one of these chests.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Being part of the Avowed, do we all have some sort of sign, or like a lanyard with an ID or anything of the sort?
You would have like a tunic, I imagine.
Like a uniform tunic.
Yes.
Can I, using fucking locate object, find the tunic of Flame Master 97? Yeah. This guy.
What is the range on locate object?
I'm gonna tell you right
100
now.
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Ooh.
It's 1,000 feet. Yeah, it's 1,000 feet.
I used it to locate Rowe's sword, remember?
I
Yeah.
do remember.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if his tunic is anywhere in 1,000 feet, I will be able to detect.
You cannot detect it.
Ooh.
Well,
And how big
then-
is this building?
The building you're in is. Karen maths quietly.
75, 80 feet wide, I think. you
Yeah,
said?
it's about 120 by 100.
Okay, and the towers were how far away?
Nearly 200. 150 to 200.
So not in the towers and not in the...
Not here.
This is assuming that
Bathhouse.
he was wearing it when he came here, of course.
True. Well, it's a concentration up to 10 minutes, so I'll just follow the group, but I will just like quietly like try to concentrate if I get a ping at some point.
Dolph would probably do a quick... Dolph, I've decided, knows Falthrax at least a bit. Is aware of his gear. Is there any cubicles that have any of Falthrax's gear around, basically.
Well, all the gear is put away in the chest, so you'd have to look in.
I'd have to look in the chest. No one's been untidy and just left shit.
No
they're
one's left their
locked,
shit
right?
lying out. They are locked, yes.
Yeah, I got nothing. I'm not that kind of wizard. Oh. Dolph, how big was Falthrax?
He's a dwarf, so
4.5, 5 foot tall?
yeah.
Okay.
He's more
Bit.
wide than he's tall.
Yeah. Dolph is technically medium.
Okay.
Alright. Dolph is going to go back. Alright, this is different. It's not the same plan. It's not as good a plan, but it might work. Dolph is going to go back to the front hallway and create a minor illusion of Falthrax wearing a robe.
Who are you hoping will see this?
The guy at the front desk.
The guy.
He is not there.
Oh.
That's sus.
So what happens is Falthrax in a robe walks out into the front hall silently because I can't make noise. Although actually I think I can do 3 simultaneously unless I'm wrong. I might be thinking of a different one. No, I think it's only one. Might be prestidigitation I'm thinking of. Yeah. So yeah, it's silent. Or Dolph makes like walking noises as he goes. But yeah, he eerily floats through, and Dolph listens to see if there is any reaction. When there isn't one, Dolph sticks his head through and notices that there is no one there.
There's no one there.
This is just
Very, very cool illusion, but unfortunately no one's there to see it.
the
And with
illusion
that, we're going to
disappears.
quickly jump over to Tali, who is sneaking around the side of the building. Could you roll me a perception check, please, Jack?
Okay. 20-something, 22.
Whoa!
I
As you're walking past the wall that looks like it's the wall of a courtyard or a garden, rather than the wall of the actual building, you can hear the unmistakable sounds of exertion. Not sexual. Don't pull that face. People are exercising.
I mean, that's your dirty mind working on you, Karen, but go ahead.
Hey, you did the saucy eyebrow.
I raised an eyebrow. That means...
I'm sorry, that is my filthy mind.
You are just such a deeply sexual being, Jack, that it was interpreted that way.
Yeah, raising eyebrows. Like,
I'll have
like,
sex sometimes.
Wow.
I mean, way
Overshare.
to ruin it. Jesus.
Spoiler alert. Wow, okay.
And how does your partner feel about that?
Yeah. Well,
It
Do
sounds
they
like,
know?
shall we say, a number of people are doing some CrossFit on the other side of that wall.
CrossFit, Karen
You're not helping,
says.
Karen.
And you can
Okay, go
and you can
ahead.
hear some a woman's voice encouraging them.
Oh,
In that
okay, you're
kind
just
of-
doing it on purpose now.
It's fine. She's
Faster,
encouraging
harder.
them very vigorously.
I'm sorry, that like it really does sound like JOI. Are you sure this is what it sounds like?
But she's encouraging him in that way that's kind of insulting. You know, those trainers.
Oh, that doesn't make it any more clear.
Oh, okay, all right, okay, no, I get it. Okay, I think I understand. Oh,
Well,
okay,
let's-
so
Harder.
it's a personal trainer situation. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
And where is this happening?
This is you've rounded the corner on the left-hand side of the building, and you can hear it over the wall. So that corner sounds like there's an outdoor area, and people are doing some exercising in there.
Okay. If there's a way I can like kind of subtly kind of have a look, I will do so. If not, then I will kind of.
You would have
just
to
move
climb
on.
the wall. It is too tall for you to see over. You'll have to climb it.
I'll do that. Why not? I'm good at
Sure.
decent athletics. I'm not going to
Yeah, roll me
climb
an
over, but I'll peek over.
You want to climb and have a peek? Okay, I will need acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics, please.
Yeah, athletics to climb the wall successfully, and when you get to the top, we'll need a stealth to not be spotted peeking over the wall.
Fair enough. 14 and a 10 for stealth, which is pretty
14.
good considering.
You disadvantage?
Yeah. Disadvantage plus 0. So.
All right, I need someone in chat to roll me a d4, please.
Would. I'm not doing it this time.
Personal trailer or deeply dissatisfied partner.
¿Por qué no estás? Exclamation
Yeah, why
mark
not
roll
roll
space 4,
space?
please, in chat. Exclamation mark roll space the number 4. Yodan, a 4.
A 4. All right, you are going to see in this courtyard 3 women.
Hey.
Hey. 2 of them are human.
Two.
They
Implying
are.
one
3 of
is
them are
not.
sexy.
They are wearing
That's the screenplay.
clothing
That's the
suitable
description.
clothing suitable for exertion. The third woman is clearly in charge of the situation.
Yes,
What's
she
she
is.
wearing? Dungeon Master.
What is she wearing? Nothing.
Nice.
My God.
Power. Girl power.
The other woman.
Karen, I don't think the book is helping you, but like you're not helping you either. Like this is you shoveling your own grave. But continue.
I
Erotica
am
is a
loving
large
it.
portion of my writing work.
No,
so
yeah, I think you're just veering into familiar territory.
It's
Continue.
really hard for me to not make things sound
No,
slightly
it's good.
crazy.
It's
All
good.
right, the third woman is a athletic elven woman.
There she is.
She has long, flowing red hair, beautiful, tawny skin. She is wearing an ornate golden breastplate.
And nothing else.
Breastplate.
And she has a wonderful fur mantle around her shoulders, which almost but not quite matches the color of her hair. They're kind of close enough to complement each other, but you can still tell where one ends and the other begins.
Mm-hmm.
She has a very loud, clear, confident voice as she encourages the 2 women. Though, as I mentioned previously, there is a certain edge to it.
Mm-hmm.
As she encourages them not to give up because they don't want to be weaklings, do they? And one can only gain strength through exertion.
I think I'll let
and the
myself
2
be seen at this point. No, I'll kind of like climb up on top of the wall and just kind of watch casually.
With a 10 for stealth, she definitely spotted you as well.
Well, that's fine. It works out then.
And the two women who she is aggressively telling to continue are doing squats. So you have 2 women doing squats and this beautiful, athletic, red-haired elven woman encouraging them. And as you pop up over the wall,
Mhm.
she turns her head and sees you.
Mm-hmm. At this
And
point, I
says-
think I'm just kind of hanging my legs over the thing and just watching casually.
It's like, why watch when you could join in the sweat?
Couldn't have put it better. And I'll jump down and join in.
I wasn't expecting you to stumble into this area so soon, Jack. So give me a moment to collect myself. This is not where I saw this going, Jack.
Expect nothing with players.
Your enthusiasm is admirable, but I don't see if those limbs are strong enough to keep up with the tasks I have in mind.
Only one way to find out. Crick crack.
Very well.
She'll take off her jacket.
Fantastic. Very well, fellow redhead. The first task is squats.
Okay.
You need to do 3 sets with a short break in between. Complete all 3, and congratulations. You have completed the first. The 2 women who were squatting up until this point appear to be so relieved that you have interrupted. They both look shattered.
Okay.
And have stopped to have a rest.
Yes!
Oh, the music is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Amazing.
Of course, they're wearing the headbands.
I was in a sitcom in the first episode, and now I'm in a Rocky movie. Let's fucking go!
This track is called Snail Shells of Fire.
Give me some fucking, give me a bunch of meat on a hook to punch. Fuck yeah! Let's go!
Needless to say, we don't care about the dwarf anymore. This is the session.
Talia, it's a workout. Right. She pulls out. She's holding in one hand.
Who pulls out?
What looks like a.
Sorry. Carry on.
She's got a little timer, a very elegant sort of golden watch that she's timing on, and she says, "Show me your technique."
Uh-oh.
Did Karen just freeze?
Karen just froze.
Okay, it wasn't me.
No! And in such a, I love the technique.
Beautiful
Play.
expression.
Yeah. That's okay.
We've been having some issues with...
back?
Oh, there we go.
Wasn't-
Hello.
Me.
We lost you there. We've lost her again.
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Tali's getting ready.
Karen? Yeah. Try turning it off and on again.
Crunchy internet strikes back.
Oh no.
Rowe.
I can hear you, my love, but I can't hear you on the stream.
Perhaps again a double team on the cameras.
I'm hard passing on that one.
I didn't like it last time.
No, what we might do, however, is... Oh, go on then. Karen, come here! Yeah, we've lost her.
Oh, the camera is gone.
Yeah.
The music, though, so uplifting.
Is this the time when we start singing like goodbye? Some sort of goodbye song. Everything moved around. Oh.
Yeah, because Karen's camera is not there.
Camera's moved.
Sad.
I can't see
Bear with me a second.
Jack's lovely face on stream anymore.
There we go. We've got Jack and...
We're working on it.
Jack, me, Daria. We need another one. Just bear
Oh,
with me.
beautiful.
There we go. I just
Do we
need
get a
Rowe
chin
now.
cam?
We'll be back.
Why is it always mine that crashes out? It's not fair.
Sexist.
No, not that. No, not that one either. I need that one. And that.
And I'm gonna.
This like wildly.
Karen, not.
This is what Ravira is feeling waiting
okay,
at the
thank
door. Oh my god, let's go through the door. Let's go through the door. Let's go through the door. That's what I'm feeling.
Oh, I can hear the
So
music now. I love it.
Yes.
I imagine everyone in the chat room is feeling similar. Like, let's.
Yeah.
So while Josh is juggling screens, Tali was asked to demonstrate her squatting technique.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tali, do some squats.
I mean,
Come on camera. Let's go. I better see great technique.
I don't fucking have any fucking technique. I exercise once a year. Hang on. Let's do it together.
You psych yourself out in the middle of it.
Jack, I'm so impressed at how rapidly you got into this self-punishment thing.
Holy
with the
McCat.
cat. Yeah,
Love it.
Excellent.
Nice.
I love everything about it.
All
oh
right.
no, Equity's back.
Equity, how did you get here?
That's how she does most of her workouts with a baby on her chest.
All right.
Yep.
Here. You have the
Do the
seat.
weights.
You're the DM
Yeah.
and I'm not in the scene.
Okay. Go get yourself another chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So,
He's very upset. Yes.
you are going to do 3 sets of squats to impress this elven woman.
So that was one. Continue, Jack.
yeah. Like, we were enjoying the show.
please roll a
Good thing I was
constitution
wearing
check.
pants.
I'm so
Constitution.
glad you're-
Yeah, I need a constitution check.
Oh
Oh, buddy.
no! Can I get advantage? Hang on. Can I get advantage because I did actual physical squads? Because that's embarrassing.
Surely.
What did you get?
Did you not have an inspiration?
No, I used it for investigation before.
Right.
But you just.
We
What
can't
did you
see
just roll?
your check, by the way.
I can't see the roll.
I got a natural
No.
one.
Natural one!
Oh, rip.
Oh no.
That's why I'm asking
Okay.
if I could get advantage because I did a physical feat for the entertainment of the audience. If not, I will take my failure.
Oh
Good.
man.
It's coming up, but I will refresh.
She is timing you as you are squatting,
Yes.
and you keep squatting, and she doesn't tell you to stop, but eventually you have to stop. She looks disappointed.
Disappointed.
Not as
Whoa.
ashamed as I feel.
Wasn't bad for a first attempt. However, I suggest you try it like this if you want to make it through the next round.
Again.
And
please.
she gets you to squat, and she pokes you quite hard to adjust you into a better squatting.
She grins at the pain.
All right. And then she looks at her little timer again, like, right, again, and roll another Constitution check with disadvantage because you failed.
Okay. Only a +1, unfortunately. Not a saving throw? Okay. Okay. Well, not too bad. 12. That time.
Whoa! You do better than the first time,
That's true. That's objectively true.
but you still don't apparently meet her arbitrary standard for
Fair
squat
enough.
endurance, and you have to stop and
Okay.
take a break.
Yep.
And she's right. I think the deficit is less in your technique and more in your attitude.
You're right.
But I believe in giving everyone 3 goes at something. And she kind of glares at you for a minute, clearly giving you a rest. Says, right, let's see you in correct position.
She will assume.
And she looks at
Let's
the time.
go.
Says, 3rd time's the charm. Go.
Fucking hell. A disadvantage again.
Yep, disadvantage, constitution.
We believe.
Okay.
Any belief.
Go with the
5.
lower number. No.
How do we go?
No.
It's on us, Jack. We didn't believe
It's a
hard
10.
enough. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's just mathematically speaking was going to happen with the disadvantage roll. Whee. Oh well.
But unfortunately, you do not make it.
Why do you have to be Constitution? Why couldn't it be
You're not on the
athletics?
team. You're not on the team. You got
I've
caught.
got a +7 in athletics, man. It's bullshit.
I'm sorry, this was a strength-based challenge.
I know. That's not. But strength is athletics. That's why I'm confused. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Alrighty.
I should have made that argument sooner.
My love, do you want to
Yeah,
swap
before you fail 3 times.
the thing
Bunny.
back? Just back to the main
Overlay?
main overlay. Yeah. If I'm back.
You
One
are.
final question.
We've all changed who we are.
Yeah.
One final
apologies.
question, Karen, because
Yes.
I only have a +1, but my athletics is +7. If it is strength based, then it would be a 17, if that matters.
So wait, if you were doing a strength check instead of a
No,
constitution
you asked
check?
for a
I did ask for a
strength based. Yeah. So if you asked for athletics, it would have been a +7 as opposed to a +1.
Ah, unfortunately, that is not what you need for this particular task. So,
All right then.
she is not impressed with you,
Fair enough.
unfortunately, Tally. She's like, you clearly need to spend more time on your muscles.
You're right.
And unfortunately, there are other tasks that you could try out here, but you're gonna need to take a short rest before you can do any of them now.
Can I?
Because
You're
you're
Can I
exhausted.
go? Can I go on my on one knee because like I can do better, I promise.
Like you're asking her to do something else.
Yeah, something else, something she's actually good at. Yeah, she's embarrassed now. She wants to prove herself.
Very well. What do you consider your strength?
Strength.
I am quite athletic.
You're quite
I don't know how else
athletic.
to put it. Even though I clearly proved I'm not with those terrible constitution rolls. But I swear, if I'm allowed to click the right button, I'm pretty good.
All right. So there is a large tree in this garden,
Okay.
and she gestures to it, and it comes to life and
Okay.
uses two of its branches as hands to
Okay.
pick up a large rope.
Okay.
She picks up the other end, looks at you.
Oh.
Well, if you fancy a challenge that apparently is more suitable to your skills, and she tosses the rope to you.
Yep.
Wrestle my tree. You can keep your
Okay.
feet long enough. You may yet improve your standing in my eyes.
Okay, great.
All right.
I'm gonna hedge my bets here as I grab the rope. I don't actually know if I'm gonna say for flavor, this is probably just something that comes out of her Fox Vulpin spirit. These spells that come with her race.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use fear to try and make it frightened of me, so that it has disadvantage against me and whatever's gonna happen next.
You're gonna have to roll an intimidation.
No, so this is the spell fear.
Oh,
but it's
right.
coming from me.
Is that an auto hit or?
It's a wisdom save of 15.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Alright, so what was the DC for the wisdom save again?
15.
15. Can I get someone to roll a exclamation mark wisdom at? See if this tree is intimidated by you.
See if it pays off.
The tree is fucking scared. The tree's running away.
Anybody?
Oh, I can do it if you like.
Yeah? Hop in there, Ravira.
Roll space. Yeah. Roll space. What? 20.
Yep, doing a wisdom check for this tree.
Saving throw.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oop.
Apparently, I need to click on the.
The tree won't know what hit it.
Oh well, unless it looks. Oh, for God's sake! I hate using other people's tech.
Oh no.
There you
Oh,
go.
Casey's
Nat
at home
20.
again.
Oh, I'm
fuck.
sorry. I'm sorry, Jack. It's not intimidated
It's
by
not
you at all.
happening. Nah, okay. What have we got?
I know the law,
Put me out of my
right?
misery.
We had a tech fry out, so everyone's in the wrong place.
It's not Tyler's day today.
No, apparently not. This is what I
Sorry.
get for leaving the party.
All right. So on her mark, you need to tug of war with
Siri.
the tree, and you will need to make an athletics check. which
Oh,
you
something
are
I'm good
better
at. Let's go. Okay, good. Yep. Alright.
So roll away.
Okay. 16.
Ooh, equals beats. You managed to yank the rope out of the hands of the tree.
I put it in my mouth and I.
She finally looks grudgingly impressed. The tree looks. If a tree can look pissed, the tree looks pissed. Like, well, it would appear you are not completely without skill.
Thank you for the challenge.
Do you seek further challenges today, or would you?
That I do
Like
have
to
some
retire.
questions I would like to ask. Would you, I suppose we should finish this off so that we can trust each other, no?
As in, you want to do another challenge, or you're going to?
Yeah, she's saying if you'll talk to me now, she'll ask the questions, but otherwise she will do one more if that's what she demands.
You can do one more if you like.
I'll leave it up to you, is what I'm saying, Karen. Mostly for pacing reasons, because I don't want to hog too much screen time.
Look, let's do one more.
Sure. Let's do it. What am I wrong?
She pulls out a length of chain
Okay.
and uses it as a skipping rope.
All right.
This looks
Damn, that's metal.
This looks slightly dangerous to you.
Gotcha.
Not gonna lie. And she's kind of smirking and says, "What do you think? Is this within the range of your abilities?"
Probably not, but we'll find out.
She tosses one end of the chain to her tree friend, holds the other, and they start to spin the chain like a skipping rope.
Okay.
And you need to jump in.
Acrobatics, it sounds like?
This is indeed an acrobatics check. See if you can successfully jump.
I have proficiency, but it's only a +3, so here we go.
Here we go.
19!
Wanna come up with her?
19. 19.
19. Excellent. You leap in there. You're hopping up and down. You're swapping feet. You're doing a pretty good job. All right.
It's another roll, isn't it? This is where
Yep,
I
you're gonna do another roll.
Fuck it up. Ah.
You're gonna start spinning it a little faster.
Nah. 11.
11.
Smack.
Unfortunately, the chain is going too
rigged.
fast for you now. And you're gonna get smacked in the ankles by this chain,
Fair
and
enough.
it is gonna knock you over.
Alright.
But
Fair
you didn't
enough.
fail badly enough to take any damage, so take solace in that. Alright. Gonna be like, a good start. Pity
I will
about what
work on
happened
it.
after.
Bitch.
For the sake of brevity, she will ask any questions about the dwarf that she can think of, and see if she recognizes anything about that.
Do you want to quickly RP and then I'll jump back to the other?
We can. I'm just trying to get back to them so they have stuff to do.
She's clearly done with you. You failed 2 out of 3 tasks. She turns her back, she tosses the chain and looks at the 2 women who are still kind of slumped over. Oh, you two, I can't bear to look at the pair of you. Go and have a bath or something. And they both stagger off looking quite relieved.
As does Tali.
Apparently, yeah.
And Tali, she's ignoring you right now, but you can try and talk to her.
If she's ignoring me now, I'll let it go, to be honest. I already mentioned asking questions and stuff. If she doesn't want to talk to me, I won't push the subject. She'll probably try and find the baths after that agonizing display, and she's glad no one saw it. Because that was not
Yeah,
fun
you are
for
sore
her.
and sweaty, and you will have disadvantage on any strength checks until you have a short rest.
Amazing.
Because of your dismal failure in the squatting challenge.
Great.
You have at least escaped the chain skipping unscathed.
I'm trying to work out how that works. That's not a you question, Kerry. It's like constitution rolls and then it's strength checks of you. Anyway, all good.
Oh, it's
I
just
may
you've
have-
got
I
to
may have
test on
missed
one
it.
of the 3 cons, on one of the 3 physical stats.
Yeah.
It was fairly arbitrary. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just odd. Anyway,
So
That's all
you
good.
you can approach her and try to talk, or you can follow the 2 women inside.
I'll just let it go. Nah, it's all good.
Ooh, ask the 2 women.
Sure. For the sake of brevity, if they've seen anything, standard questions. Have you seen them? If so, where? Etc. Etc.
You
yeah.
show him the milk carton. Have you seen
For the
this
sake
boy?
of brevity, when you go through the door, you find yourself in the lobby. The others were in earlier. The gentleman is still not back at his desk.
That is sus.
He is
Yeah,
elsewhere.
that is sussy flower.
But if you stop to chat to the 2 women, they're upper middle class as you speak to them. If you do inquire about their background at all, they're a couple. And one of them is a lot less chuffed about being here than the other. They're neither of them are feeling particularly good right now, but one of them clearly is regretting the whole freaking thing. But sadly, they have not seen a dwarf matching your description of your missing.
Fair enough. In that case, I'm going to make sure her back is firmly turned, flip off the trainer, and then find the hot water to sink myself in.
if in the lobby, to your left, you can see the hallway with the cubicles and the double door beyond. This is where the two women are heading, so you can follow them on
Sure.
the assumption that that
Yeah.
will.
Makes sense to me.
Oh,
Dolph would like to end this as he began this session in a hot tub.
Yeah,
Well-
that's great.
for the sake of coherence, as we draw the session to a close, Tally, as you step through these doors, you
We're
come up.
leaving it with Tally failing spectacularly. Amazing.
You follow the two women through the double doors. Standing just beyond it are your three companions. Damien Ravira. All three of them are wearing robes in various slightly innocuous ways. Damien and Ravira have clearly just put their robes over everything else, whereas Dolph is just wearing the robe wrapped around his hips. It's a look. And beyond them, drumroll please. You see a beautiful floor of polished white marble that surrounds a large central pool of steaming turquoise water in this large open-air bath. The bath is open to the sky. It is by now probably about 3:30 in the afternoon. The warm afternoon sun is filtering in. Stone pillars are around the outside wall. They've got carvings of the goddess Surname and yet more of the lilies. The windows on the far wall have frosted glass windows, so all the light that comes through is diffused. It's very inviting, and the two women have wasted no time submersing themselves in the steaming water with relieved sighs.
I'm going to follow Suze. I don't know if I grabbed a robe or not, but either way, she's basically just chucking kit everywhere. Very upset. No concern whatsoever for whoever sees what and where. And she will grab Damien by the hand and rush for the water.
Let's go.
So Damien, Ravira, and Dolph, you had barely passed into this room and barely had time to take it in when two sweaty, exhausted women rush past you into the water, and then Tali appears, flinging her clothing and equipment in every which direction, grabs Damien by the arm and pulls
Limping,
him
by the
forward.
way. She's like, fuck.
What are you going to do?
Ravira is going to be like, oh, and then she like throws off the robe as well and like just drops. She drops gear as well. Like, oh, like she didn't get what the boxes were for.
I don't drop any gear. I go in with everything.
Well.
Damien goes in fully clothed. Ravira has decided belatedly to shed her gear. How is Dolph going in?
Dolph uses his mage hand to pick up after the girls and put it all neatly in a box. He folds it all neatly and then like he does it rapidly and then he cannonballs.
To your surprise, Dolph, the impact and splash of your cannonball seems somewhat muted as you jump in. Like, it definitely registers the impact, but you don't get the explosion of water you were perhaps expecting, as if the water is minimizing the disturbance to the other occupants.
Yeah.
And you can hear the breeze outside, you can hear some birds chirping, and you all relax into the beautifully warm, pleasantly scented water of the Restful Lilies hot spring bath. And there we shall leave you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, if you want any witticisms on the way out.
Yeah, Dolph would just sort of relax. He would emerge, shake his head, his ears would independently flutter to clear themselves of water. And then he puts his massive arms around the edge of the hot tub and says, all of our adventures should be this good. This is definitely, I am concerned about Falthrax. Any evidence on that one, Tali? But otherwise,
And
Would Tali as we sit in the hot tub, would Tali share any discoveries?
Nope, she's at the bottom of the pool.
Okay.
Very
Good to know.
angry.
Tali, no,
at
speak
this
to me.
Yeah.
All right,
For the
you're-
sake of whoever comes back to tomorrow's adventure, yes, she would, but not immediately.
Yeah.
And as you are all simmering, the green shimmering starts to gather around certain members of the party.
Oh no! Like,
Oh, this
don't-
is me shit.
Me too.
Oh, but I liked. Oh.
And we shall leave it there.
No.
Hey, I'll let you get in the hot tub before I
Yeah,
go
no,
to-
well,
I
we get the
love
heck out of it.
that. For the next session, everyone will show up and
In a
Ravira is
hot
just
tub.
naked in a
in
fucking
a
hot tub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Enjoy
what were you
that.
doing, Ravira? I was helping.
This is all part of it.
Self-care is important.
Yeah.
I just needed a
important.
moment.
Car can't operate on a shitty battery.
No,
Exactly.
absolutely not.
Tali would know better than most.
She's been testing that theory, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, lovely audience, thank you for hanging with us through the various tech goblins of the evening. We hope you've enjoyed part 1 of The Price of Beauty. The adventure continues on Friday, 7 p.m. For tomorrow, be humble.
And on Saturday, we sleep.
We try to sleep.
Well, actually, on Saturday,
no,
we entertain
we
children
Santa.
about City of Belmont.
And then we sleep.
And then we sleep. A
And then we
lot.
sleep. Yeah, then we sleep a lot. Wonderful. So, at the end of our sessions here on Corsair's Cove, we have a little thing that we stole from the Dreaded GM. Well, we borrowed. We lovingly borrowed from the Dreaded GM because we love it so much. And his favourite moments, we go around and we all tell each other how great we are, just to give us a little mood boost at the end of the session. You guys have managed to, like, not really bump into anything super creepy yet, which is an achievement, so...
I was trying. I found it fucking
You
personal
tried! You
trainer
found a
instead.
freaking aggressive workout.
Jack was doing
but-
the best, yeah.
Alrighty, so who is going to be complimented first? Drum roll.
GM's call.
I rolled for it. Daria / Damien, you are the first recipient of praise. Who would like to do a favorite?
Come on,
moment?
lay it on.
And anyone in chat, feel free to jump in and share the love.
Whatever Daria's explanation for CEO was, I can't remember the words, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like, what's the CEO? Just like, so the fact that I don't know if it was Daria
four
didn't
random
know
unconnected
and
words,
Damien didn't know,
Yeah.
or Damien knew and Daria didn't know. But I choose to believe that both of them didn't know, and they've just
Okay,
been going
fuck
by
you.
on bullshit.
It's Chief Executive Officer. And yes, I did Google it afterwards.
Would he have said that though? Because I like the idea that he's just making this up as he goes.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. No, I think I said, like, classy,
Opulent was the last
eloquent,
word.
opulent.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
That's
That.
great.
And he is all of those things.
Yes,
Sure.
yes, of course.
Fit the bill.
I wasn't sure how this group would work, but it did. It worked really quite well, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was super cute. And Damien being, I like that Damien and Dolph have worked together more than I think anybody else actually that Dolph has worked with. Damien has been there the most, and yeah, I like their relationship of this sort of. They've both established that the other is. They've established a mutual respect, but also a bit of a yeah, but you're a buffoon. Yeah, but so are you.
Different kinds of buffoons, yeah.
So I really liked that, but for a moment, it was definitely showing up with a baby. That was so
God damn
funny.
it, that was mine.
It was definitely so funny.
And
For
the
a
detail-
specific moment of it was the detail of the name.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. There goes my favorite moment too.
God damn
Equity.
I need
Equity
to
was
up
wonderful.
the ante every time somehow. So like, fuck it. Last
Yeah, what are you
episode,
gonna do
it's
next?
a baby. I'm not coming back as a player. I'm coming back as a
Oh.
GM.
This is done. Okay. Oh, that's
Oh, this is the
Yeah.
last time we see Damien. Aww,
And no
that's
one
nice.
asked about my
It's-
company.
Yep. Excellent.
I asked Ish.
You...
I mean, I gave you it in. I said, what's the CEO? Like,
You did get to make up some bullshit.
Yeah, true.
I would also like to point out very quickly, chat, we do have a giveaway. Please type !ticket in chat to be entered into the giveaway. It is a copy of the Curious Compendium of Slavic Myth, donated by the wonderful Soteris. So Damien will not be back for this season, but will be back next year. Dungeons and
Wow.
Doctorates, Lilith, yes, Kato Sullivan,
You got a quick spa before you got blamphed away.
Hey, look, you managed to get off all that yellow, all that green gunk. But we are definitely going to do this again next year because I really enjoy this and enjoy this concept. So Damien may well return for more Candlekeep next year. No pressure though, Daria.
Did you have a favorite self moment, Daria?
Well, yeah, I did like the baby situation. You know what? I had something very fun planned. I'm like, ooh, we get 3rd level spells. I have something very funny I want to do with it, but we just never got into combat. So you know what? We're gonna leave it until next year, and then I will do it. But for today, I liked that we again came back to the thing with Charlie talking about like children and everything, and we had like a tandem with the baby. That was cute.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That was fun to vibe off you. With
Any
that.
others? Because I stole like everybody's. I apologize.
I haven't seen all the episodes with Damien in it, but I did like the progression in terms of like the very first episode that I saw. Damien seemed like so focused on the business, and it's like I think that's why I really enjoyed the baby, because even though the baby was like a business tool, it was showing this like there's a warmth there.
Yeah.
That I liked
He was
over
very
the
concerned
series.
about the baby.
Yeah.
He's a heartless businessman, but he does get warmer.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
as
was like,
Lilith in chat says, the coffee smell stuff was
Yeah.
It was
Yes,
funny.
that was very
Good guard,
solid.
bad
Very
guard
good.
was also excellent.
Good guard, bad guard. yeah.
Your little head waggle to try and distract the guy at the front counter.
Yeah.
Also very fun. Alright, do you feel sufficiently complimented, Daria? Ah, the
Never,
alright.
but I
Any
feel
moment with Daria is a good moment.
Aww.
Actually,
Gross.
True. Fuck
Alright.
you.
Up next is Jack/Tali, the wonderful
That's me.
motherly fox lady, who really went for it in the gym, even though she couldn't quite
Yes.
bring it
The
up.
realistic squats
Well,
of
those-
actually doing it.
those
Yeah,
mechanics were fucking bullshit. I've got to say. It's like, roll
We
at
didn't notice that it
disadvantage
bothered
and then
you at
roll
all.
again at disadvantage. I'm like,
Sorry.
it's not
It's
you.
meant to be hard, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Blame the book for that one. I was reading those numbers straight off
Yeah,
the
all
page.
good. All good. No, it's fine.
I really enjoyed the kid bag. Like just the instant like, oh, do you have any formula? And straight away,
Oh yeah, of
like,
course.
oh
yeah,
yes, I
of
carry
course.
that. And then the description of when you open the bag and there were all the different like, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Love
to
it.
be organized. You inspired me actually with the printer paper. I'm like, oh yeah, it should be organized in that way. Yeah.
Definitely
Also-
the bear.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
best.
Definitely shoving that little stuffed toy into the goblin
Oh.
baby's hands.
Mhm.
You gave
Um,
Equity a bear.
I don't want to just focus on that single interaction with Equity though. I liked I'm just going to wait for these two chuckle muffins to cast their ritual spells, and I don't know where to get coffee here, so I'm just going to stand looking at pictures of my kids. Was really nice. Was a very moment toothpick. Definitely toothpick.
Oh yes, the
Stop taking each and every moment, you goddamn stinker.
I waited for like you guys had we've lost Jack.
Sorry.
Jack, we've lost your camera. I can still hear you
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys.
This whole episode was like chock-a-block full of tech issues.
Oh,
It says
Oh,
failed
tech
to start the video. I have no idea what's going on. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I don't know if I
Yeah.
can come back.
My favorite moment was when we saw Jack's beautiful face. That was lovely.
Yeah.
That was pretty great. I did enjoy that.
It's telling me to select another video camera.
What?
Another one.
Miss Chuckle Muffins? It wasn't actually a Chuckle Muffin moment. It was some very smart problem solving, Laura. It was, Damien was casting Identify and Ravira was casting Speak with Animals to ask a friendly neighborhood spider to whether or not they'd seen the dwarf in question. They had. It was really useful. We did a fair, like, it was really solid work, and when we get to Ravira, I will compliment her on it. Any other favorite Tali moments?
I enjoyed the backtrack from where Tali was in that scene, where Tali was kind of going like, oh, we've got to go on this mission. Tali's over there like, oh, and we've got to go with this chick. And then like 5 minutes later, well, 10 minutes later after a ritual.
One ritual later.
Oh, but then actually came out and said it. Like, you're good at that. Well,
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Cool.
yeah, cool. Yeah.
No, I don't think Tali was dismissive. She assumes that everyone's like talented and good at what they do. They're just a bit eccentric.
Definitely that.
There was a moment there where you thought Ravira was going to be a massive idiot.
Maybe. I don't remember.
All right, Jack, favorite self?
Self.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the toothpick too. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing, but I think I don't know where I got it from, but I seem to remember something similar that Willem Dafoe did in Boondock Saints or something like that. And if you haven't seen that movie recently, Willem Dafoe's detective role is great in that film, and that's all I was thinking of as all that stuff was happening. Like, Tully's not nearly as eccentric as him, but like when he sees the thing, he's like, there was a firefight! And like all sorts of gunshots happen and stuff. He's great. Too much excellent, Jack. No more. Well, I understand that. Yeah, no, that was probably my favorite. But I got to have a moment with everyone, which was really neat. I got to flirt with Damien, which was fun. I got to have that baby moment with Damien as well. I got to have a bonding moment with Dolph and get like a Disney character signature. And I got to compliment Ravira genuinely on really good detective work. That was great talking to the witnesses. It's a coincidence that the witness happened to be a spider. It worked really well, so it was good.
I loved your whole going into detective mode and just being the one like, well, these guys are screwing around. I'm gonna go investigate.
Yeah, it was good. I had a good time.
Alrighty, who's going next? Ravira, the lovely Rowe.
So
Let us
cute, so
compliment
adorable.
you. I'm gonna jump in with the spider because you cast like find animals, and I was like, great, now I have to decide what animals are in the vicinity of this random room that you guys are meant to just find the book and then leave.
And then leave.
So I put a spider in there, and then you had a whole conversation with it. You actually got some useful info because I'm like, the spider just sits there, so it's gonna see the room all the time. It's gonna see if anything's happened there. So you really found a clever way to, wrestle that information out of him.
Speaking of wrestling information, the questions to the mirror were very good. Like you really like zeroed in, like, oh, and how do you meet friends? Like, and that really was like very, very spot on.
Low key, Rowe was a better detective than me in this episode. The actual
It was very good work. Yeah,
it was good. It was really good. I think my favorite was her reaction to being called Fluffles, which, fun fact for me, sounded like a Swedish person trying to say falafel, which I found delightful. Like, he's like, I would like Fluffles. Like, anyway,
Thank you.
that's just my brain. Seeing Raheem is always great at reacting in the moment, and just, like, and seeing her go like, oh, I love that name. Yes. Poof. So that was great.
The whole. Oh, sorry. I'll keep that one for later. Because I think Josh. Go.
I haven't gone yet. No. I was going to comment on how it's really lovely, and I know we've seen Ravira before, but it is really lovely to see Rowe playing because we've seen Selenox. We've seen
Yeah.
quite a bit of Selenox, and Selenox is awesome. But it is really lovely to see Rowe playing something different, something so radically different to
For sure.
Selenox. In terms of like mentality, you'll struggle to find a bigger chalk and cheese difference, and it's because I know Rowe. The two of them are the two ends of her spectrum. And yeah, Rowe is just leaning in the other direction, and it's super lovely. I haven't hung out with that version of Rowe for a while, and I love it. So yeah, Ravira's childhood innocence was probably generally my favorite. The Panther, I love it when people use their class features for no particular reason. For burn resources when it's completely irrelevant and unnecessary, and turn into a panther to just frolic and ask permission to frolic. Say, hey guys, do you mind? I'm just gonna frolic. Is that okay? I don't want to be a problem. Don't want to be a drag. And we're just like, I've got to know what this is about.
I don't know what that
yeah.
means. Please clarify. Yeah.
Turns into panther. Happy panther. Just a happy panther. Loved it. Loved everything about it. It was cute.
I also love the panther trying to be subtle but distracting in the lobby with the front desk guy. That whole bit, just like.
I have one more. As well.
Unfortunately, the pile of papers was the menu of services. So, like, you would have had to roll, like, you would have had to ace it because literally his next thing is going to be like, hey, you want a pedicure? Oh, Rachel's playing on Friday, isn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Got a pedicure joke lined up and it'll be perfect.
Yes, spa day.
Yeah.
I have one more if anyone hasn't gone besides Rowe herself.
Well, let's let Rowe go first, so we don't steal.
Rowe,
hers,
what's
maybe.
your favourite moment?
I think most of mine was stolen, but I did enjoy the panther stuff. I was like, I wanted to, at some point, I was like, I want to use wild shape today. And then when we went in a forest, I was like, yes, like that is such a, like she grew up in a forest. She's going to want to like have a time. And that was, yeah. So Tony, and then like finding the cat, the like going into the thing and having those like cat moments as well, where it's like, oh yes, there's something on the table, like I'm clearly gonna whack it. Like, yeah.
Waiting for you to just shunt the vase off the front desk.
Yeah.
My second thing was just Ravira basically seeing all of us go, and she goes like, no, I like, and she like all of us left, and you're like, no, I liked them.
You did.
Oh yeah.
You get new friends to play with.
Yay! They get to find me in a bath.
They are literally teleporting into a hot tub.
Into the
I'm
water,
so excited.
And I imagine they'll be fully clothed.
Yeah, and wherever
Depends.
you guys end up,
That's what they're in the middle of, yeah.
you're gonna, wherever you go, you're gonna appear as you are garbed, and your belongings are gonna appear in a pile near you.
Oh, well, that's nice. The belongings come with. I wasn't sure. I thought.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be so
specific.
mean as to say you blamp away and lose all your weapons and clothing.
Yeah. I
That
just
would be
gather
very
because
mean.
I would gather. I hope something is left because so far I have the bells
Dolphs
from
might
one
not.
and the.
Because Dolph will be back on Monday.
Excellent. Love it.
Dolph is back in this adventure.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
cool.
Dolph, it's time
Well,
to compliment Josh.
We've already done me.
No.
Yeah, we have. We did me first. It's Karen's turn. It's DM moments. My
We
favorite
haven't-
DM favorite moment.
We haven't okay, this is gaslighting, Josh. We haven't talked about you. No.
You can see all the
I see what
doubt
you're
on all of
trying
your
to do.
faces.
No, because
I am very tired. That's not fair.
because we did Daria first, and then
I know. We've worked our way across the
you
top, basically.
stinker. Okay,
You
before you try to
sneaky
run
favorite
away
moment,
again.
Snake.
Dungeons and Doctors, we did not do you first, you gaslighting twerp.
Lovely phrase. Okay.
Strong
Josh.
contender for comment of the night. Thank you, D&D.
Yeah. You have advantage.
How lovely for them.
Anyway, shut up and compliment and let yourself be complimented.
Very well.
Who would like to compliment first?
Oh, yes. No, I'm taking it. I'm taking the entrance.
Go.
Of the entrance.
No, well, yeah, there were loads of Dolph. I love the vibe of Dolph. I love that he's like looking out for everyone, and Ravira loves Dolph as well. But in terms of, I really loved the idea of the falling in the stew. At the very beginning, I thought that was really cool, and I thought that you used your, I believe, new spell for the character really well as well, where it's like you appear as someone else. So it created a really interesting intro, and I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
And another moment where you appear as someone else, the thought of trying to check if the guy like looks familiar to the receptionist was actually very smart. It's still very sus that the guy did not return, and I hope you guys investigate because I won't be there, but like sus. But your thought was actually very smart, like just his gut reaction when he would see this guy. What would that be? That was very smart. I like
Really
it.
quickly, I'm actually really upset that I'm not coming back to this adventure because I feel like this is very much Charlie's wheelhouse. And I wonder what... Because I'm going to be, I think, in most of the sessions.
You're in every
time.
single one of the last 3.
Right, and I'm just like...
You're
is
in
this
mine.
Gonna be a combat which I don't have a problem with. Don't tell me, Daria, but I'm just like... I wonder what this is going to be. I hope I actually get to use the thing I put +10 in. Anyway...
There's mysteries. It's Candlekeep mysteries, not Candlekeep fights. So you hopefully there'll be something.
Yeah.
You totally could have triggered a fight, like not long after you got there, but you missed it.
Oh,
Damn
Nicely
it.
done.
Missed it.
We're
Well-
just too nice.
And yeah, when you're hanging out with someone like Ravira who's just being nice to everyone,
That's true.
who's gonna attack the panther who's nuzzling you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. My favorite Josh, I think, was it's an obvious thing, but yeah, it was the moment where everyone was ritual casting as well, but for a different reason, because Josh made it okay for my character to be a little bit more vulnerable, because it sounded like a professional chat instead, where they were talking about their work, and she realized what he did. And so therefore she's like, okay, well, I can actually talk about my kids and not be weird because you already fucking know them, don't you? Like you're very familiar with them. These are your happy customers was probably my favorite line that I said in the whole thing. And it was really fun having that moment where it was like, yeah, I'm sure we've all, like, at some point been the player or watched the player who desperately wants to talk about their backstory and just has no way to squeeze it in. So they
Hello.
let me monologue about the thing and hope someone, like, aren't you going to ask me about it? I'm just like...
You don't have to call my name like that, okay? Like, sheesh.
It wasn't you, sorry, I was referencing a player from years ago.
But also, yes.
But no, it's not.
But also,
no,
yeah.
Not you. No. And yeah, that was really fun. Just it was exactly what I think Tali needed at the time, and it was nice to have that. It was very cool. It was like having a workplace, it was like a workplace break room chat almost. It was cool.
Yeah, water cooler moment.
Yeah.
I loved your non-de-plume conversation at the front desk.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, very subtle, if I wanted to, put a different name down on the book. And I like to imagine...
I could do?
I like to picture him just, like, leaning in, like, one elbow on the desk. If I wanted to do that. And the guy just leaning in was like, well, sir... We're here to cater to you, if you want to be called Ralph the Blue, we'll call you Ralph the Blue, I got you.
Ralph the Blue.
Don't want your wife finding out you're in a spa, do you? I got you.
That's not what I'm getting for at all. But yeah, I think Dolph was actually quite
Is that
smart
happy
today.
ending in these spas? Oh.
Oh.
Maybe. You haven't asked about any exclusive services yet.
No. Dolph, Dolph, so at the level up, Dolph, because Dolph is a multi-class, he got to level 4 with Warlock, so he had an ability score increase. I took a feat. I took Fey Touched the feat, so I can now Misty Step for free, and I can also cast Silvery Barbs.
I have that
he
one
saw
too.
it done. He saw Hjort do it, and he was like, ooh,
I want that
Brother Moose did it, and it actually is a pretty neat spell. I won't have that. But that also came with a +1 to intelligence. So he has a +1 intelligence, so that he is definitely the smartest deer person in the party. He's a massive 12, a +1 now, and that was fun. So he's actually kind of a bit smart, and I liked playing him a little bit smarter this time around. I know, Phoenix, I don't particularly care for it either. I think it's overpowered.
It is banned from my table. I didn't want to say anything, but I fucking hate that spell. It's a joke. Anyway.
I think it gets spammed and abused a lot. Because I think it's situationally, but I think the wording is not particularly well written. Unfortunately, Julio only has like 3 spell slots, so it's not getting too game breaking yet with Julio.
And my favorite is Thunder Wave, so Silver Buffs is like
true.
barely an issue.
What was I going to say? Purely non-combat bard. Yeah, that would be very handy for a support character. For the favorite moment, I enjoyed playing him just a little bit smarter, but also I think my favorite thing about him is that he's kind.
He's a sweetheart.
He's a fundamentally kind person, and it's important to him. And moment would be, oh no, I go back to the Humblewood once a year. And that realization of Tali, from Tali going like, oh, of course you do. Yeah. Was really fun. And I was just like, thank you for picking up what I was putting down. That was exactly, and yes, lovely. I was very fond of that. That was fun. I have I have it for one of my characters. Oh, right, yeah. Cool.
Defending silvery barbs in chat. I'm not going to change my opinion.
There's a fairly good argument going. I like it.
Nice to have.
Enjoy it. I don't like it.
Yeah. I think basically it seems to be the players, people who play a lot, really like it, and DMs hate it.
Correct.
It seems to be the general. It's your table, exactly.
No, I know. I'm just picking.
This is true. Any other Josh favorite moments? I did enjoy the interaction with the bells between Dolph and Ravira, where you had your little bonding moment with the bells. That was very sweet.
That makes them a gift. Yeah.
Yeah. It was very
I enjoyed
Let's talk favorite DM moments then.
Well, okay, fine. You can do it.
No,
You would do that deliberately, actually.
I love how you blithely assumed that I was going to dodge it. Maybe I'm just a slut for compliments and would be like, right, well.
Or maybe you have a self-esteem. It's fine. It's not one or the other.
I wasn't. I was actually just trying to deflect from any further me's.
I see. The ulterior motive emerges. Anyway, compliment me.
Yeah. Favorite DM moments.
Oh.
I won't go first because I always steal people's.
I want to commend Karen because I threw her a curveball, to which I tried to kind of meet you halfway, Karen, and kind of go like, okay, right, I feel like I've kind of gone like a bit too far here. Let me just kind of not rewind the tape, but like get back with everybody else. But you dealt with the change of a player going somewhere else very well. You also, I think, did a really great job of setting the mood. I noticed the change from the Candlekeep area to the forest to the houses. You have a really great way of describing things, which is succinct enough that it leaves everything else to the imagination, and the imagination fills in the gaps. And I really noticed that, so well done.
And on that note, because you snuck off around the side, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Tali's going around the side. I know what happens if that did. I wasn't expecting you to vault over the wall. In my head, I divided it into a binary. You're either going to go in or you're going to go around. And then suddenly like, yeah, it sounds like there's a gym class going on. I want in on that action. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Who's out
theoretically, Tali's pretty good at physical stuff. Not today,
possibly,
but But in the concept of her, that's the idea.
This woman is a hard taskmaster. She is the commando of the Restful Lily Spa.
Yeah.
That's a dated Australian TV reference.
Yeah, it is. That's very, very old. My favorite DM was your portrayal of the bookworm. I liked the cook at the beginning, but I also liked the first reader, because this is a character, and picking up somebody else's NPC is hard. Yeah. And you picked up a character that somebody else had already been, another DM had already been, and rolled with it, and voice was really great, and you got him very well. I had a very similar vibe to him as when I was playing him. I was like, I think we both picked up the same sort of vibe on this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I got massive Dumbledore vibes off him when you played him, so I'm like, I'm just gonna play him as Dumbledore.
That was literally the word I had in my head when I was thinking about him just now. So yeah.
What?
I'm gonna jump off Lilith. Lilith said the spider in chat, and I really appreciated, and I think that's similar to what Jack was saying. I really appreciated that I knew I was doing something that was probably not really in the plan. But you went with it, and you had a cool little spider character who then got created and was ecstatic about getting a firefly from Dolph. Actually, that was probably one of my favorite.
Yeah, that was a lovely.
I imagine he likes it.
Yes.
Yes.
But and I think in general, like there were a few moments where you, like it was clearly something that we were doing that was maybe not quite what was expected, and you responded really well to all of them and created cool moments out of them.
Can I ride on the back of that one, Daria? Will that tread on your feet if I do?
No.
Okay.
No. Go ahead.
Because I really liked about your portrayal of the spider, you didn't do a silly spider voice. But you also didn't express it in the way I would have, because I've DM'd Karen an awful lot. She is familiar with the way I would sort of approach not saying what a thing says in a way that without just saying what they say. I just sort of describe it in a different way, and you described it extremely differently, and I loved seeing your style coming out there because you're still relatively new to the DMC, and seeing the way you described the way that it communicated was really cool and really succinct and really interesting, and it was just that was cool. I really liked it.
Technically, this was like my first proper DMing session, really, because I'd only done mano a mano with you, so...
That counts, man.
Well, you did
it does,
really well.
but running when I've got somebody else to be chaotic with,
but it doesn't make it's
significantly harder to wrangle.
Got to herd 4 cats into the corral instead of just
You're
one.
really good at the storytelling you've had practice at, but the cat herding, which is, let's be fair, most of D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any RPG.
I mean, you had an actual giant cat in your first cat herding.
I did have an actual giant cat.
But I was the one who wandered off, which is funny when you think about it.
Well, you were a fox, which is reasonably close.
Yeah.
For me, I really liked your portrayal of the book. The lady was cryptic. She seemed very nice, but like the tone and the way you talked was very creepy at the same time. Although she didn't say anything bad, like that's the thing about like truly a creepy stuff, that it's only like an eerie feeling. It's nothing actually like concrete that you can like latch onto, and I really enjoyed that. Like the book was like, have you considered this? And I'm like, this book is sus as hell.
I kind of wanted you to talk to the book a little bit more because I was having fun being here.
I was jonesing, just kind of going like, fuck you. As in tell these see what it did. Like I was convinced that was the key. Curious. Like if I pissed it off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what she was like, sometimes profane language can help you let out those little frustrations in life.
I hate her.
Have you tried adding a drop of lavender to milk?
She's too wise. It's I have to keep it.
No one can be that well balanced.
Yeah.
No, we're just performers. We don't know anyone who is that well
and
balanced.
she's also,
I'm sure they exist.
She also was described as ridiculously beautiful, so like that's suspicious. We all know this.
Can't be
goes
trusted.
vibes.
Definitely
Abominable.
dodgy.
Definitely, a solid 10 visibly,
Yeah.
and therefore probably an angel of some sort, and
Yeah.
therefore cannot be trusted.
Nope.
Fair cop.
Alrighty.
No, she's fun.
Ooh. Never entrant in the
In the
giveaway.
giveaway,
Robo
yes.
Jacks, exclamation mark ticket. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll win a
Yes.
copy of the Curious Compendium of Slavic Myth! Ticket.
It's brilliant, Phoenix. If you haven't tried it, if you hadn't had a look at it, I hope you win because it's great.
And we actually played the
Um,
one shot, so if you go over to our YouTube, you can watch the one shot from it and get a little taster. And now watch me misspell YouTube. Oh no, got
Done it,
beaten to the
done it
punch.
already.
Done it.
Apparently
Is that
I am
everybody?
the mother of bunnies. I believe so, except you. Have
Except
you done you?
My favourite moment was getting through that without clamming up too many times. You threw me the occasional curveball, but I got through all of them eventually. I actually, it's the little things where I kind of got to go off and just describe things. Like when Ravina just starts prancing, and I'm like, "There's flowers! You're leaping through them. There's petals flying up."
Yeah, that was
yeah.
cute.
That was, I enjoyed that. Gosh, I don't know what else to say. I was really impressed by how long you guys took to get through the bit at Candlekeep. I was really,
lying?
I was really expecting you to get to the spa a lot sooner, and you guys just kept farting around, but I'm like, okay, cool, we can explore every nook and cranny of this bit of the adventure, which, by the way, is my bit that wasn't really in the book. I'm like, I need a device to get you from this into the thing.
Yeah.
So that was my bit, and you guys just really hung in it and fleshed it out, and that was really nice.
No, we
I
hung
hope
in
you-
it. You fleshed it out.
Well, you helped.
I look forward to staying in the spa for as long as possible on Friday.
Hey guys, good to see you. Just give me
Just give me
20
some
minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like they can enjoy it. They can get in, and then we'll just.
That's up to you. You can do you. I'm staying here.
I can
You
do
just stay in the
swimming
spa as
creatures,
I
so I'm
slowly
just gonna-
send the various NPCs through the
Yeah, like
halls of
see
the
how
bathhouse.
long
Bring him in. Bring him in. Yeah.
until Karen breaks and starts like
For
pushing
the
them
love
to
of
us.
God, go and investigate another room. Do you want to save your dwarf buddy or not?
Valid. Yes,
Uh,
as Laurite says, it is $1. Phoenix, I cannot endorse it if you don't enough. If you cannot, if you don't win this evening, it's $1. You know, or it's
It's a
$2. What's $2? You know,
Probably little
and
bit.
it
Okay.
goes to a good cause. Well, we should go away from here now because we've been
Yes.
streaming for a gosh darn while, and raid somebody. And Dead Aussie Gamer is streaming, so we should probably raid him because we haven't raided Dag in
Certainly do
ages.
that. But before
But-
we do, I think we need to hear from our lovely players about who they are and where we can find them. Let us
Yes, sir.
start from the top left. Let us do the lovely Jack O'Brien.
Hello.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, hell am I? I'm getting thrown for a loop. Hello everyone, my name is Jack O'Brien. I am a Dungeon Master. You can find me at www.dungeonmasterforhire.com.au, and you can find me having a little memorial for Kevin Conroy, the wonderful Batman actor, who unfortunately passed away this year after 30 years of wonderful service to the character. Over on Jack Square Peg at twitch.tv.
Excellent, Daria.
My name is Daria. I'm an artist. You can also find me here playing on Thursdays with the Humblewood crew. On Mondays, I'm with the Eldritch Scribe, also playing D&D. And next week, I'm going to be running 3 days of D&D here with the last bit of Candlekeep.
I'm gonna be with you for all 3 days. I'm gonna throw you so many curveballs. I'm gonna go to so many towers.
Actually, I have so much stuff to do. I need to schedule.
Very busy and important.
I mean, I can do it, but it's sad. Yeah.
Rowe.
Hi, I'm Rowe, and despite the name, I do not have anything to do with boats, fishing, or rowing. I am a Perth-based theatre maker and educator, You can find me on Instagram at Cradventurers to see photos of my dog Charlie with the large ears and for photos from my various travel adventures. I'll be back on Friday with Ravira in the next episode of Candlekeep, on the next day of Candlekeep. And in January, if you happen to be in the Perth area and have children who enjoy dogs with large ears, I will be playing the Little Good Wolf at Fringe World Festival. Link in chat for tickets.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Joshua.
Madame et Monsieur, Dama und Herren, and beings of indeterminate gender and persuasion, I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsair's Cove, where I run D&D with me lovely lady wife, the mother of bunnies, except not tonight or the next couple of nights. Well, I will be actually back tomorrow night for Humblewood, where I am the DM, and then it's Karen's turn for a couple of games, where my lovely lady wife will be running the games, and I get to sit and watch. Or on Friday night, I have to go and be at a different thing, so she has to do it on her own without me. But there we are. And if you like my majestic voice, but you think I can stand to turn the face down a bit, you can check me out the podcast There Be Dragons, where I played the infamous and deadly pirate Scan Feldspar. Coming up, we've got Paparotica has headed to Adelaide for the Adelaide Fringe Festival in March, or late Feb, early March. And if you want to check out the YouTube, we've started playing around with some shorter form content. So if you want to go and check out multi-classes you may not have considered with Yusuf, my puppet persona, you can check that out as well. The first episode is up on our YouTube, and it's kind of fun. I'm quite proud of it.
It's quite fun. I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, I did my first ever color grade and my first ever sound mastering this morning. That was fun. Yeah, I did grade it.
Well done.
And Karen, who the absolute heck are you?
Hello, I am Karen, the mother of bunnies. I was your DM tonight, which is a different and a new experience. I don't normally get this spot on the screen. My goodness, the power. I will be back DMing the second and third parts of The Price of Beauty on Friday, and then on Monday at 7 p.m. AWST, or approximately 3 hours and 42 minutes ago from whatever time zone you're in. But the Candlekeep creativity will continue till the end of next week. Daria will be taking over to DM Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And tomorrow night and next Thursday, we have the last 2 episodes of Humblewood of Monsters and Magic for the year. So we're gonna see where we end up with that campaign, which is very exciting.
With special guest, Rhythm of Mind.
We do have our special guest. So much fun, so much excitement. You can follow us on all the socials to keep up with what's going on. Yeah, we got the Instagram, we got the Twitter, we got the Book of Face, we have the Discord. There's lots of cute pet pics. Feel free to come and add some more. You can never have too many. There was some great guest appearance by pets on the stream tonight. More quality content like that in our Discord. Shout out to Sirenscape, who provided the excellent Eye of the Tiger ripoff that you got to enjoy during
that was great.
The workout scene.
Did you change it out of curiosity? I can't hear, so I assumed you probably...
Oh, I
It's
swapped
not
it back
on
to
anymore.
some plinky plunky medieval sort of
Lovely, good job.
doohickey. And yes, we were rolling our virtual dice in D. Shout out also to the wonderful Wooten Forge, who are our fabulous affiliates, and purveyors of excellent and very beautiful hardwood gaming accessories. You can see the beautiful rolling tray there, with the leather bottom. Giggity. And that's the other half, where you can fit either 4 sets of dice or 3 sets of dice and a mini. We've clearly gone for all the dice option, but you can do whatever you want. They make lots of lovely stuff. Do go check them out. And if you use our link, we get a little kickback if you buy anything, which is nice for us.
If you're struggling with the price of postage, give us a call. We can facilitate cheaper and faster postage as well.
Yeah. Reach out. They're always happy negotiate. Postage is a complicated business.
Absolutely.
Josh, could you quickly tell us about Ukraine?
Ukraine, it's a country in Eastern Europe, and it's being invaded by Russia right now, which is a bit sucky for it. I can't type and talk. we are supporting them in any way we can. And the way we can most easily is the Emergency Action Appeal, where we... it's a group of Australian charities and not-for-profits who have banded together to raise money for Ukrainian refugees. So if you have any spare pennies in your digital wallet, please consider chucking them that way. If, however, you like a little bit more bang for your digital buck, you can instead purchase a copy of the Curious Compendium of Slavic Myth, which is a 38-page D&D booklet by the Dragon's Vault, full of Eastern European and Slavic-inspired monsters, a one-shot, a couple of subclasses rather for a sorcerer and a bard. They're really, really good. Would strongly endorse. And if you'd like to win one, smash the words "ticket" in chat gently on your keyboards. Otherwise,
Exclamation mark ticket.
That's the one. Into chat. To go into the draw to win one. But if you don't win one, go and buy it because it's great. That's all I have to say on that subject. So quickly, last tickets in chat.
Last tickets, get them in. I'm about to close it.
Do you know where it is, my love? Have you got it?
Yes, I do. I found it. 5,
Splendid.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, giveaway is now closed. Prepare yourselves for the winner.
Draw it. Draw the winner. Phoenixy Wacky
Phoenixy Wacky, you are the wonderful winner of a copy of the Curious Compendium of Slavic Myth. We hope you enjoy. We will be sending you a cheeky little Twitch message about that. And thank you again to Sir Terrace, the fabulous ferret, for donating those copies for the giveaway.
Hey, Karen.
Love it. Yeah.
Seeing as, we didn't draw one last night, and Jack's in the draw and everything, we should probably draw another one, hey?
Ooh, we could probably draw another winner. I think we could do that.
So I can win the second one.
Imagine.
Reveljacks.
Reveljacks
won it.
Congratulations, Reveljacks.
Nice.
You also get a wonderful copy of the Curious
Are
Compendium.
we seeing it in Barovia and beyond? Ooh.
But before
I'm definitely going to be using some in my humble Rovia. Yeah.
Oh, hell yes. But before we go on our little raid...
I'll read it more carefully now.
We have our wonderful Dungeons and Dragons advent calendar that we've been working our way through. So we're going to open number 14. We got dice. Guys, we have dice. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
One of the dice is on the
dice?
floor. We have a beautiful little D12 there. Some nice marbling.
Lovely.
Get it to focus.
What colours?
It is silver and bronze. Very pretty.
Mm,
Very pretty.
interesting.
I got to do the blogger thing where they put their hand in front of the camera. There you go. There you go. And I dropped the other one on the floor, so I'll go rescue that one in a sec. But yes, we'll be back tomorrow night for Humblewood. We're back on Friday night for part 2 of The Price of Beauty. We hope you can come and join us and hang out and have fun. We'll be giving away another copy of Curious Compendium. So you've got more chances to win, but it is only £1 if you want to donate and get yourself a copy, which would be sweet. So let us go on a raid. Where did you say you wanted to go?
Dead Aussie Gamer.
Dead Aussie Gamer. Alrighty, go. We're gonna go raid Dag. But please do throw the old raid emote up in chat. Say hi from Corsair's Cove to him. Thank you for sailing with us tonight, fellow adventurers. We're going to go away from here now, and we'll see you soon. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Everybody.